understand why I love to still like try to collect the little letters to spell Nintendo to upgrade to the better RC carts that go faster and gets crazier and whatnot. And he just sit there and he's like, "You just go in circles." And I'm like, "This was the stuff on a Friday night that we had in the early '90s there." And me and my cousin used to play it like crazy. So RC Pro Am's still like one of my favorites that never got an update. So, and I didn't know that it was a rare game. So that kind of blew my mind too. I was like, "Oh, it's a rare one. Okay, that's why we didn't see it."
And Brian, I'm going to try and pronounce your last name. Is Di Domenico? If I pronounce it right, thank you. If I didn't, my apologies. I like to try and get everybody's name right the first time and all that. So, and oh yes, I got to agree with this one.
Remember Off-Road.
Off-Road.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh man, if we had a younger crowd, I mean, that's one thing I like about this crowd. It's like this is the crowd that has been around the times of the pioneering days. If we had like a kid here that was like 15, 16 years old or 12, then I'm sorry, pretty close. Oh, okay. De Domenico, or Di Domenico. Now, like I said, I always try to pronounce names. And my apologies, I have to introduce this man, but he can do it because he does it better than I do. Take it away, Ken.
Oh, thanks. No, I like my little line down there says love hanging out, but today won't be too long. I just got off work, so kind of tired as well. So but yeah, I can't resist. I see you guys chatting, and but yeah, NyHunter Impressions is my channel, and just wanted to hang out, chat a little bit. We're talking good stuff so far. I love that PPR was on earlier, and yeah, so cool. But just here to enjoy, and yep, let's chat.
Let's chat. Petronova, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure. And that is a solid.
Is this the guy? You keep asking me to sell those Racing Bros. You have a different name than in the comments, but no, they're right over there. I'll bring them over, but they're like the pride of my collection, my Iron Factory collection. So,
anyone here make it to TFCon Burbank this past weekend? No, Brian, but I did have on Optimation Reviews, and we were talking about he went to TFCon LA. So I mean, I don't know if it's the same exact one. I thought LA was LA. Don't you be showing that Black Arachnia without saying something.
Oh, me? I was just trying to get her down here with that guy, but it just fell. It's fell.
Yeah, but I had Optimation. If you happen to go back to the beginning of the stream, we were talking about TFCon LA and how it was awesome and everything else for 40 years, and how they had Cullen and Welker and a few others out there that were on it. And he said it was a great time. And then we just kept up. We had Patriot Prime on as well. Again, thank you, Patriot, for coming out. And then we've been discussing this old guy and how we've been feeling about it.
Yeah, I've been on the fence for that guy. I really like the character, but after getting Tigerhawk, I was like, he just seems like not as much Tigerhawk. So, does that make sense? So I was like, I'll wait on him. And then Ultra Megatronus got me the word that, was it CMD? CKD? I forgot the store.
Well, it's this gentleman right over here that told me about it, and then I was like, okay. And then within a half hour after I ordered it, sold out.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I'm holding on to, just like PPR said, I'm holding on for Amazon to get all the United characters. And when they arrive, then I'll know there's a good return policy also, because I've gotten more damaged characters, especially after the window, was the plastic was removed. I had to find 5 Infernos, the red fire, and to get a head that was not damaged. I ordered 3 wind blades, and this head is still scratched up. Even though, and
wait,
it's the best.
You've got 3 of those wind blades right now?
No, I returned 2 of them, but I ordered 3 of them because right here in the blue, the beautiful blue section of the head, there's paint missing. I don't know if I can show it off the right way, but it's the best of the bunch anyway. I kept one and got rid of the other two because the heads were all scratched up and messed up. But before,
so since you've got basically all the wind blades, right?
yeah.
Out of all, like, I want to say 4 of them,
Uh-huh.
which is your favorite right now? That you could say that this is what I want. This is the best one today.
Do I have all the wind blades? I don't have all the wind blades, but I do like this one a lot. And I've seen one small-sized one at my cousin's house, and that looked like a very cool one. I forgot to ask her about it, but she also has a very small-sized Galaxy Prime. I mean, it is this big and transforms into a truck about this big. And we were playing with it the other day, and I just forgot to ask her about it. But I was like, I wanted to ask her, where the heck did you get this? So, but
ancient Chinese secret.
must be.
I don't know why I keep thinking Calgon for that kind of stuff. I'm still watching the Titans Return Windblade. I am too. Actually, you know what? Here's the weird thing about the Windblades. I have Titans Return Windblade, like her. But for some reason, I love the Cyberverse version of Windblade too, because I think she's got even though she's got like the black mask face. I was talking about this with Raz too, because Raz had the Cyberverse one that had the plain face versus mine that had the mask on it, which was weird. I was like, that's kind of a weird setup. But I love the way she transformed. I love the sword because it had the sheath with the purple sword in it. I was really cool with that. Titans Return, it was a headmaster and looked really cool too. But I think if I had to have a favorite so far, until I get that Windblade, after they take care of, the issues with the, damaged face and all stuff, I'm going to stick with my Cyberverse version of it, because I think that was one of the best ones. Oh, wait. I stand corrected. I hadn't taken out the one from Generations, I think. Generations Windblade, because I got Titan Return. I do have Generations, but never took out a package, so I can't say nothing. But so far, my favorite is definitely going to be that one from Cyberverse.
Cool. Yeah, you remind me though of Alita 1. I think that is a Titan's Return where they created one out of the Starscream. I think that was a very good one too. At least she is a good size compared to the most recent one where she's a deluxe and really small next to Optimus Prime.
Actually, I'm gonna zoom back in on Mike. I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to see his head again because now I'm seeing it from the camera point of view. Like the side is good, but like facing the head, like if you aim the head towards the camera, I'm sorry, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful. And the way I've got him configured here, it actually has locking points in the head. So like if you go and mash down right here, you can hear it click into place.
Oh, really?
Then,
okay. Oh.
Right here between his legs, there's like a nub and stuff that you can actually tap in. So like that's fixed and locked in. And then it does the same thing in the back here. It's got another nub. And like you can just like lock it all up for whatever, I guess, just to make a statue of Silverbolt. So, I mean, He's got statue mode.
I didn't click that in. Okay, so now this looks a little bit more solid, but
it's all squished together.
Yeah.
Cool, but I heard you talking earlier. If you open the mouth a little bit to have him growl or snarl, do you see that crack still?
Yeah, I mean the mouth opening.
It's so ugly.
I mean, I agree with Mike on this one. It's the fact that why? It's like there was no reason for them to make this a partial mouth.
Nope.
I mean, they got detailed teeth. That's cool. But why do you have that gap there? That's just unnecessary. I mean, they didn't do that with wait a minute, let me make sure they didn't do it with this one. No, they didn't do it with Tigerhawk.
Thank goodness.
Gotta make I mean, and what's funny too is that we were just talking about this, the articulation for the wrists.
Oh yeah, I heard you mention that.
Voyager has the wrist rotation. Why is it the leader?
Oh my gosh.
There's Matt.
Studio Series. All right, so TTR should say is talking about one of our thoughts for the 86 Blaster. I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy a repaint. I mean, like to spend the money to get a repainted version of Eject, honestly, I'd rather just paint the one that's currently with it, or just leave it the way it is. I'm content with my 86 Blaster.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
I had the
And
I
I
had the
also have
G1.
one
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I think everybody has the same one too from Generations as well, from Titans Return or Power of the Primes, whichever one. I mean, I'm content with mine. I don't need another blaster. If I decided to get another blaster, I probably would repaint it to I don't know, maybe a Shattered Glass version, but
Yeah, so I actually have the G1 in the garage like all the rest, darn it. I gotta clean up really soon. But I really didn't like this version of Blaster. But the toy also, the original toy was clear and this is clear. I don't need to pay again for like you said, I don't need to pay again for a little gray paint on there and a couple lines. And of course, Eject was not my favorite guy. It was Rewind. So, but oh well.
yeah, I mean, repaint wise, and we were talking about this earlier too. And Mike, you were strong about it, saying it too. The fact that it's like, why are we getting a repaint? Give us original mold. There's no point.
Yeah, I think that there have been way too many repaints recently. Actually, I've stopped watching all the Hasbro announcements and things like, because I just don't expect anything that exciting or that new anymore. I don't know. I think PPR said something earlier about how they were going through some trouble, and maybe that's why. But all we've been getting is repaints, and but I tell you. Yeah, but who's the is it Cloud something who was another remake of Ramjet? But I want a remake.
Cloud Cover.
Cloud Cover, right? I want a remake with Dirge. Why don't they remake something with Dirge? I want to see that.
I thought they did. I mean, I know
they haven't seen.
No, I know that I have the Siege version of Dirge in I think it's red. I think they're coming out with another one, but I'm not sure.
They're doing a package refresh of Thrust.
Oh, okay. I do have Thrust too, though, and luckily, he was hard to get, but luckily I was able to find him in the store. But Dirge, they don't seem to touch him very much, and I think that I think I have the New Age one here, and I do love his jet mode too, even though he's in robot mode. But it's like, yeah, I just want them to do something with Dirge too. If you're gonna repaint all of them anyway, why aren't you touching this guy?
Yeah, I really wanted the Earthrise mold to be an evolution of because all we got was like an upsize of the Classics 2.0 Starscream mold, and they didn't really give it all the articulation, bells and whistles. I mean, that irks me. It just really can't handle it, not having waist swivel, and even the wrists are funky. The Siege mold is so much fun because it's even got butterflies, but I mean,
yeah.
I don't like the step backwards.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, they do look cool though.
They do look cool, and that's why I got them.
Yep.
You are saying that if they're going to do a repaint, we need a new Sunstorm from the Earthmise mold. What do you
got?
Yeah, Sunstorm's always needed. I have the Rainmaker yellow guy over there, but yeah, he's not Sunstorm.
Yeah, we need original molds, or I don't know, because we've gotten too many repaints. Like, we're wasting money on it for that. If I could go back in time and be like, dude, just get a bunch of these guys and just paint them yourself, kind of deal. You get a better offer. I mean, truthfully, and this is what also pisses me off too. Okay, so we got the Dead Pack, right? And it came with Prowl and it came with Ironhide. Before that, we had Ironhide with mismatched coloration and no yellow stripe. And we had Ratchet, same thing, came in white. And now they're talking about doing Brawn and Ratchet in a Dead Pack. I'm like,
yeah, I'm passing on all those dead guys. I don't need dead guys. I have the alive ones.
So is Brawn going to come with the clear plastic versus the solid plastic? Because we already got the solid plastic. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
But
my thing is like, there's another wave coming out that we're gonna have to wait till it turns to like $16 again to buy the 2-pack. I had to laugh.
I really like to see it take a step in the good direction that alternators were going. Did y'all ever get any of the Transformer alternator figures back in the day?
Yeah, I did. I got
on that
tracks and
one.
tracks and smokescreen, I think. Yeah.
I've got all of them except for the Nemesis Prime. It was like a San Diego 2006. That's the exclusive that I didn't get a hold of. That's the one I don't got still. But
is that the Ram?
The Nemesis
Dodge
Ram. Yeah, the Nemesis.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my
colors
gosh,
are so
the
sick
Dodge
on it.
Ram. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh,
I thought I hitting refresh, and it didn't ever refresh.
Oh no.
I gotta reach out to Ghostmax. I mean, we've been talking Transformers. It's like I know. Hi, Matt.
Hey, I'm still here.
No, glad you're here. Glad to see you.
Sorry, I'm just I was just looking at stuff on Amazon.
Ooh,
Anything good on Amazon that they you want to share on the screen with? I mean, like I could do that screen. Well, you can on your end, I think too.
Well, no, not really. I was just looking at seeing maybe if I can find another PC camera for if I take my my older PC someplace, and say we want to go, bring it over and so we can stream us playing like old school WWE games or something.
Oh Lord, the one I got monetized on. Oh my God! Oh, did I get in trouble for that one? When I showed the ending credits to that one, oh man,
absolutely,
your content was banned in 47 countries.
Oh, is that true? It's usually only Russia.
Well, the first thing I said was, "Holy crap, this was aired in 47 countries." Sweet. Then I got banned, so I get 2-for-1 deal.
Oh man.
TTR, on the stream one day. I gotta get you on the stream one day, man. If you ever want to join the stream, come live with us. You're more than welcome to. Hit me up on the link for me. But I just shut off for some reason. Oh no, let me shut this down. Yeah, so that's the name of my group, Toy Collector Universal. Hit me up as a friend there, and if you ever want to come on live, I know you got your thing too. And you're definitely more popular than me, so I'm not highbrow to you, if anything. So everybody is always welcome to come and chat and BS and that kind of stuff. And language barrier is all based on whoever wants to do the language barrier, that kind of stuff.
Just get banned in 47 countries.
No. I mean, you can say whatever the hell you want on the show, but you can't play Real American because you get kicked off the internet.
Especially about America. Oh well.
Yep. See, that's what happened. At the moment I said RE, the RA word, lagged.
Yep, I saw that.
No, you will not say that here. Oh, yeah. Like I said, anytime. I feel the same way too. This is like when I started doing this, I've always been like behind the scenes guy more than anything else. But quick story though. Originally, Ghostmax and I were going to try and do something. This is, I think, before YouTube even got popular. And we had our own going. And I used to do, oh God, we did a figure skit. And I wish I could share with Mike over here. It was the Duel of the Fates, but instead of duel, because I had the little 3-inch figures. So Ghostmax and I, we set it up. Knocked Qui-Gon off the bridge because it was the play set for episode 1 in the fight. And it ended up being a dance battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. But all it is, you see the two figures just going like this. Meanwhile, Qui-Gon falling for like forever. And he's like talking about, oh, damn, I'm missing friends.
He was Loki falling.
Exactly.
Fell for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think that was about a 30-minute fall. So, but we used to have so much fun. And then the other one I did was, which I think is on YouTube, is the one skit called Smoking Yoda and Drunken Jedi Luke.
That is still up.
That is still wow. It's so if you want to send these guys the link to it, that would be hysterical. I did the voice of Yoda, and Zan Villanueva did the voice of Drunken Jedi Luke. and all it was is him using a lightsaber and Yoda instructing him how to fish. And I did the voice of Yoda, and this was back at the time that I smoked cigarettes, and only cigarettes, by the way. And I was just like, wow. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, time really did fly on that one too.
I thought you used to be Slow DK. Okay, so I know who you are then. I know you through Slow DK though. And again, thank you for coming on, guys, and hope you're enjoying the content. Anybody else want to share stuff? Ken, tell me you got some new stuff, man, because Mike and I have been just sharing the whole,
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Wow.
I guess the only new thing I got was I got the Chinese New Year figure. He's based off somebody I don't know, but he's a little bit loose here, but I haven't transformed him yet. But he comes with a really nice base, staff weapon, and shield. But yeah, I have yet to transform him, but he's pretty cool. So that's my new thing. But for Tetranova or Slow DK, I gotta show these guys off once more because he's not the only one. People have seen them on my videos, and they always want to buy them because they're so hard to get. I really, really hope that Iron Factory will re-release them sometime because they're so cool. And they're getting, I guess, so many people want them that I'm actually scared to transform them because I don't want them to break until they re-release them, hopefully. So I know, right, Tetranova? He says, I want those. But you're not the only one. There's comments every couple of days on my channel saying, are you going to sell those? And I said, you know what? You got $300? I'll sell it. So
he's going to make that money. $300? Wow.
Well, the thing is that I don't know why they're so, and I don't really want to sell them. So, I mean, it's like I got Scorponok. For you, I got it regular price. For Scorponok, I have on sale for like 400 or something because that's the market price. But I don't really want to sell it, so it's just there.
Yep.
So I posted the link.
Was sweet, man. I mean, I got the. So I like Mike's is like, I got the fireplace, man. This is the cozy environment.
That fireplace took a while to get a hold of, guys. So I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I love it a lot. That's really cool.
But Ken, you're not getting the Studio Series Megatron?
I don't think so, actually. If it comes up for sale again for regular price, maybe. But like I said, I've been really, I have to admit, I've been really, I guess, tired of all the repaints and all the reissues of the same characters and just different ways. And I'm not a big fan of the movie characters too, and it's kind of linked to the movies. So yeah, so that's my deal with those. So sadly, I haven't bought much lately, except for third party. I think I'm waiting for something. I don't know what, but you'll see it soon. But yeah, other than that, yeah.
That Megatron, I mean, honestly, I love it, man. It's definitely, it was worth the money.
You and Darth Ravage both. You guys
and Patriot.
Volumes on it. Yep, that's right. So it makes me look on Amazon, but those prices are quite inflated right now too. So I'll wait for the regular price again.
So Martin, did you get it in its upside down submarine pew pew mode yet?
I haven't had a chance to transform yet. In fact, what happened was when I got out Meg's here, and Brian was saying, did anybody pre-order the Legacy Star Raider? Phil. Yeah, anybody pre-order them yet?
Well,
I didn't.
That's the thing, guys. Like with the disappointment of the two last streams, then that happened. What had happened was they did the pre-orders before the live, and it flew all over me because I couldn't get a hold. That's the one I didn't get a hold of. I was like, on it. So,
they gotta get their shit together. They really do. They need to actually say, okay, we're gonna do the pre-order right after the stream at this time. Good luck.
And that's what I was anticipating because they did that Target bullseye, and I knew that was at 9 a.m. or whatever, and I was doing that instead of jumping on there to get Filch. I was like, Filch will be there, and I don't like going fishing through the crates at night at Walmart to go find those exclusive. It's such a pain, guys, because they look at you like you're a criminal, and I'm not a criminal very much. I mean, so I like to buy my
PTR, man. Appreciate you coming out, man. Thank you again for joining us, and hopefully catch you next time. Invite's always there for you, bro.
Have a good one, TTR.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, but Ken, if you can, this guy is just. I mean, he's just.
Oh, but you know what? I'm the person that got this guy most recently, and I'm loving this. So I didn't need another Megatron. So the MMC version, and then of course his first iteration is behind me too. So let me put him somewhere. But yeah, because of these guys is another reason why I didn't pick up that Megatron. I was like, I've got these, and these are my awesome favorite ones right
That's
now. So yeah, so because of these guys, I'm like, I don't need another Megatron. These are my Megatrons. So
yeah. Tetra saying that's a sweet freaking Megatron.
yeah,
And Brian,
MMC man, they're the best.
yep, and
My
Brian is saying like
creation.
the only one that sold out the past Thursday, Walmart on the West Coast had server issues and he couldn't get access to the cart for 3 hours.
Oh man. So because of that, you missed it, right?
It was. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the other two live streams, to be honest, guys. And I don't think we're going to hear anything about a swoop anytime this century. I guess it's
oh
just
my gosh!
one
Just
of
please make him a leader class. Oh please, because
I'm scared.
yeah.
No, we don't need him as a leader class. He needs to be a Voyager class. We all know that. And I already know that freaking. Well, let me rephrase it because I don't want to say I already know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna make him a leader class because they want to get their freaking money. Is he worth a leader class? No, he's worth a Voyager class size.
Thank you, kid. That's exactly what I'm going at. I'm going to go after that guy on his right hand because that is just. Oh, I mean, come on.
Left hand. Yeah, I love this one.
Left hand,
the shattered glass version, but this is the poor excuse. Although it's
horrible.
not bad, it's a poor excuse because I mean, my son and I, we both got one, and we do like him. But compared to this guy, oh come on! So,
Really, just crushing it, guys.
oh my gosh, yep.
Matt, what were you saying before? I'm sorry.
Do what?
That's a good question. I don't remember what I was saying.
Okay, no, I saw the line move. I was like, oh, you're saying something. I didn't want to. Like, oh, what were you say? What were you saying?
I mean, and you were mentioning the, I guess, live streams from Hasbro. I am hoping that in one of the next ones, they finally make an announcement about plasma series figures for the new Ghostbusters movie. Because right now they just kind of have like the Fright Features line, which is the kids figures.
Yeah. Because I've seen like they started releasing the Ghostbuster line, and I was at Target, but it's all like the cartoony, weird version of that stuff. And I'm like, when are you gonna start like doing the live action, recreates? I think a lot of people would like to see that too.
Yeah, and that's those are the plasma series.
Yeah, I mean,
like quick side thing, you probably saw it on Facebook, but I was really touched by it. Like, so this lady, I guess, drove for a while with her son or daughter, I can't remember, but anyway, they went to pick up a proton pack, and then they went into one of these empty rooms and did the pose, and then she was like, for this person's birthday, she would like to get a ghost and some effects in there. And man, all these people made video effects, made GIF effects, made image effects, catching Slimer, catching a face ghost that was like splattered on the screen, and that was really cool. I gotta say, I was really touched by how many people did that, and it was pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to to the 2 in the box HasLab that finally comes out. It's the screen accurate ghost trap and PKE meter.
Nice. And
then how much is left that you got to do for the collection? Because you already got the proton pack, you're gonna get the 2-pack.
Well, I have They recently released the 1984, original movie version of the Neutrona wand. So I'm just kind of hoping, can we get the 1984/1989 proton pack?
And I'm hoping so. Gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, guess who we got on tonight?
Diecast!
Hey, everybody.
From
Hey,
sunny Fort
everybody.
Lauderdale?
What's happening?
Wait,
What
are
is
you still in
going
Fort
on?
Lauderdale? I think you moved, right?
No, I moved, but I'm actually still in Fort Lauderdale. So
Cool, very cool.
I'm
Cool deal.
still here, and things were actually a little awry for me, gents, but I'm actually still alive.
And we got to do this the correct way. Blast your
Yeah.
name. Do the deal.
Oh, exactly. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. You didn't see nothing.
All those Hawaiian shirts, oh my gosh.
Hey, don't fuck Hawaiian shirt.
The force is strong with that one.
So hold on. So what's going on, guys?
I'm giving you center screen, man, so you can get your name out there as always, man.
All right. I am Diecast Norb's Galactic Hooligan, and I am actually on the YouTubes, the Twitters, the X. I'm actually on YouTube also. I mean, on Facebook also, and everything like that. So I'm actually all around the place. You can actually find us all on the Hooligans Hangout. I haven't been present there lately. I'm actually going to make some more time for it and everything like that. But you can actually find me everywhere under Diecast Norbs Activate.
Cool deal, man.
So what did I miss?
Well, we had Patriot Prime on.
Nice. I remember you talking about that earlier and everything. I'm sorry that I actually missed them. So I was actually out having a sushi dinner with a good friend of mine and everything. So I actually wound up coming over here pretty late and everything. I know there were a bunch of unveilings and everything. I know you actually had I know Megatronus actually had Silverbolt, right? And there were a couple of other reveals and everything like that. So I'm actually looking forward to hearing more about that. Me and my friend Bumblebee here, so we're actually going to wait to see exactly what's actually happening. By the way, this 2.0 Bumblebee is great. This is the derpiest smile that I could actually find for him and everything.
That is hilarious.
Awesome. This is actually going to be
Bumblebee.
That's Bumblebee, man. That's officially Bumblebee.
Yeah, that's actually the 2.0. This is a KO, by the way, but this is actually this face right here just makes me so freaking happy. This is the face that's actually like everything's fine, and everything's actually burning around you and everything, So I've actually been keeping his face on like this to make sure that I know that everything is actually going to be fine. And he might be like my mascot or something. I don't know, but yeah,
that's cool.
I'm just seeing that. I'm just seeing that and saying, "Don't worry, everything will be all right."
I just keep thinking he just got yanked out of the ruby mines of Burma. That's why he's so happy.
So, Norbsy, I'll tell you right now. Between me and Mike, we basically agree on Silverbolt, on certain things.
Oh, really? What have you agreed on?
Well, you want to take it, Mike, on this one? I'm going to zoom in on him. He'll explain because we've got some stuff we talked about.
It's about as good as he looks, and he's all folded up because, with me, I keep on going back to. I feel like they give a Voyager class deluxe size wings, and they're just not as majestic as Tigerhawk's wings.
Right.
I thought they would be more majestic, but I mean, then you got the awful waffles there on the underside, right here and over here. That's kind of annoying. The head's pretty much fixed, and you can click his legs all into this fixed format, or you can untab it, and then you get a little bit more articulation. But the articulation doesn't make any sense in Orbs. I don't understand why they.
Let me ask you this. Are the legs actually super loose or anything like that, or do you need any influence to actually hold them together? Because
no,
without the pegs, I'm actually wondering if that's actually what's going to happen with that.
It's solid, but
okay.
Those legs are just like the Beast Wars legs. They didn't do nothing to update it. There's no articulation. It's a solid piece, and I mean, it's big buzzkill after Tigerhawk's articulation was pretty awesome.
He was solid. He was solid all the way through and everything, don't let me get him down from my shelf over here. But let me ask you something. So what do you think about that tail? Because the tail is actually the most egregious thing to me. I think it's actually pretty small. Right.
Oh, yeah. like this should have been articulated and longer. Absolutely. I
Right.
mean, it's just like it was an afterthought, and you can
See,
see you can see his
I
big
kind of feel like the tail should have actually been able to fold on his back also and everything, so you can actually have a longer tail, but just kind of like have an accordion onto his back, so he can actually have like the tail backpack and then go back into wolf hawk mode, and then just like have everything like flowing and everything a lot more.
Yeah.
This is the thing that's kind of crazy about this. It's like they took parts off of Leo Prime, parts off of Air Razor.
Yep.
And like they didn't like as far as the torso is concerned, it's not like Tigerhawk.
Well, let me tell you, on your Air Razor thought, I thought that the Air Razor, I thought that the wings on the wings on Tigerhawk should have actually been more like Air Razors, because Air Razor's wings were actually super malleable, right?
Yep.
They half-assed it on this one. It's like, okay, you started off great with the wings, but then for whatever reason, the wings feel weird, and I think Mike agreed with me too that they feel a little bit more flimsy, kind of like Pterosaur. If that's who I was trying to think of, Pterosaur's wings. Because it's that same here. I'm going to zoom in on Mike first, and then I'll zoom in on me in a second.
It's the same thing. I'm so worried about this, snapping. That right there is just flimsy.
See, for that, I'd actually think like a 3D part, you know how Pterosaur actually had that. They actually had like a few 3D parts. I think Larkin's Lair actually made a 3D part. He actually made my 3D parts actually. Yep. And there goes Pterosaur right there. But let me show you what he actually did. That was actually kind of clever. So, hold on, just let me do this and do this. Got to turn on the fan for a moment. So on my Pterosaur, Larkin's Lair actually made this little peg right over here that pegs everything in and kind of makes everything a lot more situated and everything, you know? So
yep, I got that.
Wings aren't really going anywhere, and it kind of forces that clip to stay in the open position and everything, so it doesn't snap.
Yep, I think it's what they need to do with Silver Ball, minimally to make it not feel like it's going to snap. I see it going wrong with that one. It's so scary, man. And yeah, if Larkin's watching, I'll buy that Etsy if you fix that. If you give us the thing, we'll buy it. So I mean,
we shouldn't have to pay for this, though.
Yes, Martin. Yes, you said
Larkin, I'm promoting you, buddy. So it's actually up to you. Hear our cries.
I mean, this is the other thing that pissed me off. I mean, the head looks beautiful. I'm gonna zoom in on this one.
Yep.
Head looks beautiful.
Right.
It pops, especially with the correct lighting. It pops. Then you get this little gappage on the side of his mouth. What in the hell were they thinking?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, see, clean.
Yep.
No problem. Sexy. Looks gorgeous. That, because you got the movie. Then you get to this side, it's like, what happened? Did you ran out of plastic?
It can't be pushed in a little bit further or
no,
something too.
This is not just mine. Mike's got the same situation.
Yep.
And then the other thing too is just like I said, you got the legs of Leo Prime, you got half-assed Air Razor wings. One thing is, and Mike pointed this out too, you got, it breaks the mold, but at least you got some articulation with this. And here's the crazy part about the whole thing is the fact that if you compare the articulation with this versus Tigerhawk here, he's actually better. He's got rotation. He don't. What were they thinking? They took it's. You would think the one class that should have all the articulation, it doesn't. But you got the Voyager class, and that has the articulation. Somebody was fell asleep on that one. Then decided to say, "Oh yeah, we'll make it up and we'll give it to Silverhawk."
I'm actually looking for perfection in that figure.
I'm sorry.
Sure. I have the opposite figure to tell you what the world is like right now.
What? Yes.
My wife bought me a few of these, but they don't look as good as this one. So I think she said she's gonna get the others comped. But
Dude, I kind of need that for my Bumblebee.
oh man, if I get another good one, I'll send it out to you.
Oh please, that'd be great.
It's from Temu, so I think out of the few that we got, this is the best one. So
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I leave it right here because it's the state of the world right now.
Yeah, it is. It's all on fire and everything like that, you know. So we'll see what happens next, you know.
Yep.
But don't let me get into that or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
There's
into
one thing I want to ask Ken though, because Ken and I have something in common. We got wives that like Funko Pop. Where does your wife keep her Funkos?
Here's the secret, right? So there's a whole stack over there by the door. I can't get out to the backyard from the basement anymore because they're stacked over there. And then there's a few over there by Inflatable Turkey. Don't ask about that. But but a majority of them are at her mom's house. Yeah. So in fact, she was supposed to store some here, but sometimes she's a little bit peeved that I've taken over so much, but I keep saying, well, you know, I keep saying, well, you took stuff out, right? You took stuff out and didn't put it back. So
I used to have a girlfriend like Star Wars. Nobody knows. No, it's actually cool though. I really like the fact that that they're actually loving the Funko and everything. The Funko is actually okay. You know, I never really see like a real 1,000% give or take for that for me or anything like that. But there are a couple of them that I actually must have, and then there are a couple of them where I'm just like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah. My wife was like that. My wife is like that when it comes to the Funkos, and I agree with her on too, because like when she started collecting the Funkos, it was like some certain characters, and then it was like, oh, I gotta get this, and then she saw they were bobbleheads. She's like, I don't like the bobbleheads, and I looked at her, I was like, you're right. I'm not a fan of the bobbleheads either, and thank God I'm not, because if that was the case, I'd have a hell of a lot of freaking Star Wars bobbleheads floating around.
So my ex actually had like a Beast bobblehead, like from the X-Men Beast with like the velvet thing to it, and it was a bobble. It was just so cool though. I really like that thing a lot.
Oh yeah, what is it? They have a term for that. Like my wife likes they're furry or fuzzy also, but they have a term for that I can't remember right now. But yeah, those are pretty cool.
That should want your collection, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to do a live auction with Ultra Megatron. And we got this wonderful looking Megatron over here. We're gonna start bidding $500.
Oh yeah, flocked. Yeah, Ghost Max got it. It's flocked. Yeah, she likes some of those.
I'm like, I mean, what's crazy is like, what is the fascination over Funko Pops? And it's like, they kind of look the same, but they don't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, right? So I always joke and half seriously say, well, you collect all these things that don't do anything, and plus, when you get them, you don't open them; you put them in another box to save them in their original state. So I kind of laugh at that. But then now, I have to admit, I'm purchasing a few anime characters too. I got 2 over there already, and then I've got the Transformers one, the Bushijos, the Optimus and Megatron over here, and they are more expensive, and they don't do anything. So, so now I'm also in that camp now. So I can't talk. Kind
of like the whole and then your wife looks at you like you have the audacity to say that stuff about my collection. And what is yours? Oh, you mean to tell me you play with every single little figure that you have on that wall and on those?
Actually, I do. If I stop playing with them, I sell them. And now that I do all those shorts, it's like I purposely grab them off the shelf to do the short, and then and it's a lot of fun. I like it. Like the other day. Yeah, the other day I did the MMC. What's his name? Roller. But they have a different name for him. But over here, and I just think he's an awesome IDW version of Roller, and maybe I can get him down while you guys chat. But But I just loved it. Even when my son saw him, he was like, "Wow, who's that guy? I like him." I said, "Yep, it's Optimus's best buddy in IDW." So
I
Yeah,
got a
think
lot.
the only
So yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was actually thinking the only ones that I'd actually. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
it
let
is.
me.
And get a load of this. Okay.
Hold on, wait, Ken, go back. I didn't
Wait,
do
Ken,
Oh,
it.
I'm coming. So
Okay.
yeah, this is IDW roller, but made by Mastermind Creations, and he is
Does-
so cool.
He transforms, right?
Oh yeah, he transforms, and he's
Okay.
he's a 1, 2, 3. I think he's a 8-wheeled Wonder, I think, or maybe
Oh,
6.
that's really
But
nice.
yeah, and he also comes with his. Let me see if I can hold it correctly. His little Energon drink as well. And this thing is so cool. I gotta put it back in his hand. Actually, it's so cool. But
Oh, that's great.
yeah, I mean, I joke sometimes, but Mastermind Creations makes all the bots, and Fans Hobby too, but they make all the bots to make me happy. It's so cool.
I get it.
I gotta laugh because as much as like we were like kind of like bashing the figure. This gentleman over here is still tinkering with the figure.
It's the first day though, right? They just open them.
What in the hell?
See, I really love that.
okay.
Like his
Like-
robot mode is actually just
Robot
super
mode
excellent.
pre-rolls.
Yeah, the robot. Now I'm gonna start transforming mine back to the robot because I
See,
haven't.
that just slaps right there. You see the way you see the way you actually angled the legs and everything, where you actually have like that dynamic pose with it.
Yeah.
That just slaps right there.
Yeah, I agree. So like I said, as far as robot mode is concerned, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Alt mode, he's pretty decent.
He just needs more wings.
Yeah, I mean the wings itself, and I like the way they set up the wings, and it's kind of funky because it's like when you put on the weapons and all that stuff here. Oh, let me zoom in. Like you'll also see like where the wing is. If I can show it better,
Right.
this tab right here is for this one, but you can't put this one. If I can aim this the correct way.
Oh, so you can't put the one wing
This
into
one
the
can't go
opposing
here,
wing.
right? Because originally I tried putting them on. I was like to make it look solid on the bottom, and you can't.
Right.
It's
Huh.
more. It's you got to put it. Each one has a separate tab, which is like okay, I can respect that. I can deal with that. And but like I said, I had to laugh because I'm looking at Mike still messing with his Silverbolt, and I'm like, yeah, this is not a good figure, but yet we're still.
Well, you got to
You'll
get your money's worth,
to
right?
it.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I mean the wings, the pterosaur wings, and then it's like a cross between pterosaur and Air Razor. I wish the tail was longer. I wish I had a tail.
Guys,
know why.
I hate to break it to you, but sooner or later, you guys are going to be like, Silverbolt's the best figure ever. You know what I mean? Watch. It'll happen.
I don't know. I mean, you said you got your Silverbolt, and that one's looking a little bit better than this one. I'm going to take your word on that. I don't have a version of Silverbolt. This is my first one. I like them,
Right.
but like I like I said, I had the comic aspect of okay, so Metal Hawk or Tiger Hawk has no wrist rotation, but yet you gave it to a Voyager. The leader should have gotten it. The Voyager got it instead.
True. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised that Deluxe Bumblebee actually had that Deluxe Armada Bumblebee actually has like wrist articulation.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. And the thing is that with the Deluxe Bumblebee, they proved that they can do it by putting it on the wrist of this guy and everything like that. And it's
Yeah, let
kind
me
of
go back.
crazy. Yeah, hold on a second. Just let me take this off over here. Yeah, so like you open this up right over here. You actually do have your wrist articulation like embedded. Sorry, guys, right in there. So they can do like wrist articulation in a deluxe figure. I'm kind of surprised they don't do it more often.
Yeah.
And it's pure win right there. That is the pure win example right there, guys.
Right.
Yep.
That's really nice, though. I really like this figure a lot.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to ask this question to everybody here, and Brian's got this is a good one. Like when you guys get disappointing figures, do you just end up selling them on eBay? Me, I don't. Even if it's a disappointing figure, I keep mine because either I display it or I give it to my kid. But my kids are old now, so I end up keeping them myself. But I don't sell them on eBay. Maybe I should. I don't know, but I haven't really had a reason to yet. I don't know how you guys feel. I mean,
well, this is the thing for me. So I actually moved into like a smaller space. So I actually kind of like have to sell like a few more figures because I want to make room for newer figures and everything right now. And so everything that I just sold like a bunch of figures over to like a toy store just the other day and everything. I still have more that I actually have to get rid of and everything. And then I'll actually kind of continue along with like the newer figures. But it's actually kind of like just to recycle to like have to have the newer figures and everything, you know? So that's pretty much the way I'm actually feeling about it right now. And right now I'm actually kind of happy with the way the collection is actually going, but I think I'm actually going to filter out some of the older ones, like some of the old Cybertron and that sort of thing, like old Beast Wars, and just kind of like refilter them in with like more United and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken, I'll focus it on you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I have, because I'm in Brooklyn, I have that same problem with space.
Brooklyn.
And yeah, but like, we're disappointing. To answer the question with disappointing figures like these two, I've been trying to sell this guy forever. If anybody wants him,
Really, that guy's disappointing.
yeah, he is, because I have two versions of the New Age one, and I like it better.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I have the toy version, and I have this dark black version, or clearish black gray
Oh,
version,
that's
and
cool.
yeah, and I love it. It's so great. But now I have two of these, so I don't
I
need
haven't
Iron
really
Factory.
vested into like the Legends figures yet. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you, but like,
No,
yeah, I
that's
haven't really
great.
vested into the Legends figures just yet or anything like that. But like, yeah.
Yeah, once you do, oh my gosh, it's a pit. But like, I've been trying other ones like this one too. Like, I love Pengu toys, but they made the Loki out of this one, and it's a Cyclonus version. And I gotta say, I wasn't very happy with him, and mainly because the shoulders are very weak. When you transform him, the arms pop right off, and then you just transform him and pop him back on. But I got a little peeved at that. So he's been
Is
in the
it a
box.
matter of is it a matter of just like using some like adhesive or kikis or something like that, or like floor polish to kind of like fix the joints?
Maybe. I've actually honestly never used Kikis before, and I feel like somebody said it earlier, but I feel like I shouldn't have to get extra stuff or fix it myself or something like that.
I get it, but that's kind of like for me, it's actually kind of like a part of now it's actually become a part of the fun of the hobby, because now you know how to fix a couple of things. And so therefore, yeah. What's that guy?
So maybe I'll get a bottle of Kiki to try with this, because he's great. He's got a great presence, and he's a great IDW Cyclonus. But because was disappointing, he's up for sale too. And I usually do Facebook sales because.
Before I forget to say anything, guys, if you do want to sell your stuff on my group, the Toy Collectors Universal, you got my full okay and blessing on it, man. Sell it.
Are we doing that? I thought that. Go ahead.
Well, the only reason why at first I tell people is like, well, if you want to advertise it, go ahead. But I make a big disclaimer of saying, hey, that's between you and the buyer or the seller. Don't involve me in on it, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'd hate for you.
I've known you guys for so long now, so it's like
I'll be the middleman.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys and say straight up, like, yeah, I endorse these guys. If you want to buy something from them, they are legit. That kind of thing. I'm going to go to Mike now. Hi, Mike. How are you? I want to see if you want to answer this question now about selling stuff on eBay.
Wah, wah.
Sell stuff on eBay
or disappointing figures.
Yeah, there's disappointing stuff, like stuff you don't want to do.
Stuff. I need to go through and do that because I've got some Masters of the Universe stuff that I love, but I've not got it unboxed yet. So I mean, it's just sitting in a corner. I think Patriot Prom was talking about that. He went through and got rid of the stuff that's sitting in the corner, and he's a little bit happier. So I had that problem of seeing something, ooh, I like it, shiny, and I get it, and then I don't do it. So my storage closet looks so crazy, like it's shameful. I think
I get it.
But on the flip side, for what was said by Darth Ravage, if you don't get something when you have the opportunity and you miss it, that feels bad too. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword.
I'm of the five of us here, I'm like the biggest about FOMO. So and it's just like fam, and I think I've rubbed on into Martin because like he's they're missing out too. So he knows.
Yeah. Matt, what about you, man? Well, I've known you for years, Matt. So, you there?
He's a ghost.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, what was the question?
Maybe jump. No, here I'll pop the question back up about disappointing figures and all that stuff. Like I know you got a mass collection as well, man. You got anything that
disappointing figures? Not a lot. I mean, except when I'm taking it out of the package and just testing the joints, and it just like something snaps right off of it. But,
oh yeah.
But then that's when I have to go and fix it. But I don't think I've ever really been disappointed by a figure.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even Wheelie?
Okay. Well, I've never really gone down the Transformers collecting rabbit hole.
Oh. What do you collect?
Because I started with back when I started collecting, Masters of the Universe, back with classics. Like I
Okay,
knew
then I'll
that.
reiterate my question. Not even Orko?
I actually liked every Orko figure I have. Like even the original one.
All right, respect.
Like because I mean, yeah, it was what 86 or 85 when that figure came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, toys weren't going to be as good as they are now, but but when I started collecting Masters of the Universe classics, like God, it was like 17 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I says like I shouldn't do this. I'm never going to stop collecting these. Never stop buying these. Cut to now, I'm buying Masterverse, and Mondo Collectibles made like a limited time offer Orko, and he's gorgeous. So it was like, all right, I'll just pay $35 a month for him. Like he's altogether is like 200 something.
Wow.
But, yeah, so I'm paying like it's $35 a month for the next 6 months or something.
God damn. For Orko?
Take a look. Google Mondo Collectibles Orko.
Hold on, let me get my computer.
Yeah, and if you want to share it on screen, I mean, yeah, you guys are always welcome to share stuff on the screen because I'm too old to figure this shit out.
Oh, please, because I want to see if somebody actually has access.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to share it on the screen, let me know. Put it on there.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Hey man, I'm Jerry.
Ooh, here, let me try. I've got it here. Let me see, $235.
You got it?
Price
Okay, if you put it on the screen, I will put it on there for you.
Let me see. Share screen.
Orko's always been my favorite character.
He's Orko.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's great.
Select tab. Oh, there's a lot to do here. Let's see. Window. Okay. I think that we are sharing.
Okay. Yep, we are sharing, and
okay. Whoa, cool. All right. Isn't that wild? Look at
Welcome to
this one.
LSD, everyone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is this the one? Masters of the Universe Orko 1/6 figure.
I kind of wish we actually had like a sound multiplier or something, or vibrator, or like a vibrational sound unit or something, so you could actually come out in stereo or something.
What about Smell-O-Vision? We've been talking about it for ages. Maybe not so.
I just need Ken to be like, I am your god now.
Not showing up.
Oh, it's not. Let's see. Oh, maybe because it started off on a different screen. Let me see.
And to those joining the stream, welcome to the Trip Out channel.
Let me see. Oh, I know. Let's go from here. Okay, let's try this. Woo, woo, woo.
There we go.
This guy, right? Is that
Oh, that guy's a
Absolutely
badass.
gorgeous.
Yeah, very cool.
Cloth goods.
Yep. But Orko's always been my favorite character in He-Man, and even more so now because of Master Universe Revelation.
I saw, what happened to him in the first season, but I haven't seen the second season yet.
I need to see that too.
But
Yeah.
his explanation that the fact that it wasn't because he lost his talisman or his scepter, like he always had trouble with magic because he was special needs.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. Like,
But you always knew that, right? If
and identify with him even more.
Hey, can you actually page through? Can you page through the other pictures? I kind of want to see like what else he does.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, can I just do this?
Yeah, go right ahead, man. You got.
Yep.
Cool. So that's I guess look at all the hands. Look at this head. Oh my god,
it is so sick. Yeah.
Oh, and this is this
that's
was
Driel.
it his sister?
No, it's
girlfriend.
Driel.
Yeah.
Or
And that's
girlfriend?
and then there's a cartoon version
Ah,
Yeah, I remember
They
her from the
unmasked him.
original cartoons.
Yeah. That's
Is that true?
Driel.
Wow.
And then you got his unmasked head. Because that's what
Oh,
Orko-
yeah,
that's
this
sad.
one.
I kind of like need to keep the mystery, you know.
I
Very
do not.
cool.
But those hands are dope though.
And it also shows like Orko has legs.
Huh.
He has
It's
what
kind
now?
of vestigial because he flies everywhere.
Ah,
Oh, where do you see the legs?
Keep going through the pictures.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
6.5 inches.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, look at this. This is it's spinning on its own. This is
that's cool.
I love it. This is cool. Oh, look at this. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, to battle. Oh, I love this face. It's so cool.
That face
Oh
is
my
so
gosh.
sick.
I love how it's like do battle.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh. So
Now
cool.
that's
kind of
actually
like
great. I respect that face right there.
Neck Orko head.
Yeah.
You don't mess with Orko, guys.
I think Orko's
No.
Mexican.
You just stay back here, this guy. You just stay back there. I'll take care of everything he says.
I did say it, Norms. I think Orko's Mexican. He's like, "Orale, mato!"
All right. I'll give it to you.
Now you see, I can't say anything like that because
That's
I get in
cool.
trouble.
Look at this.
I'm Hispanic, so I can get away with it. I think. I don't know. I got monetized for freaking playing real. I can't say that because they're gonna bleep me in that one.
I used to watch the Spanish channel. Best place to see Transor Z or Amazing.
I watched.
Z.
I watched.
And Super Sabado.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Super Sabado. And then, all those guys in costumes.
Oh, that's cool.
It is.
Wait, go back.
Yeah.
I need that for like my. I need
That is
something like
cool,
that
yeah.
for Iceman, for my Iceman, for my X-Men Iceman.
That's true. Oh man.
Yeah, that's
you need
cool.
to paint it white. Very
Right.
cool. Oh man. Oh yeah. He's all happy now. He's got Orko around.
Oh,
This is where
God.
they actually give the.
Oh,
This is where
God.
they actually give the end
No.
of the episode lesson.
Yeah,
This looks very comfortable though.
Um,
This
Ever since
yes.
that video, every
God.
Prince Adam figure has that laughing face.
That's hilarious. That's cool.
I'm sorry. If you show me that Prince
Oh, yeah,
Adam,
here. I'll say again. That should be another cutscene for you.
Wait, what the hell is that thing?
I can't remember what that's
It belongs to
from.
somebody.
That's from,
Hmm.
unfortunately, because there's like, let's see, 65 times 2. That's
I
130
missed out. Is that a
episodes.
Was that like his voodoo doll or something? Like, what's going on with that thing?
I think it was, it's something from an episode. I just don't remember it. That's also from an episode I don't remember either.
So is this the same Orko character? This one, because
Yeah.
it looks a little bit simpler.
Well,
Like
yeah,
do
it
these?
comes with a small Driel and that Orko as well.
Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I was
pack-
thinking. That's cool. Yeah. Because
Yeah, that's cool, actually.
Yeah.
All right, I get why you're actually spending like $9,000 a month on this and everything.
I'm still looking for his feet. Let's see.
You know what we're saying?
Oh,
Matt?
there they are! Oh my gosh! Yikes.
Yeah. Everybody with a foot fetish. There we go.
Oh boy.
And more
So
photos.
that long cloak hides it the whole time. Oh boy. This is really freaking me out. This face over here.
No,
Same.
that is not Orko to me. I will not acknowledge that.
You
That's
didn't
his cousin
see my
Orko.
face.
You have to take a look at the original art guidebook for Master of the Universe TV series. They
Cool.
did show what Orko looks like under the hat. But
I see.
Keep his mystery. Damn it.
Yeah, it's true. I want the mystery to continue.
Yeah.
It's like his face is a doorway to another realm.
and then there's
Yeah,
there's
but
the
which
tradition
realm is
that
that?
no
Cole?
one other than no other Trollan really, other than his parents, have seen his face other than Driel,
Wow.
because if it's like a bonding ritual, like
Ah,
their betrothed, the one they love is the only one who sees their real face.
like he's a Mandalorian.
Mando.
Except, don't Mandalorians keep their mask on? Dong.
They do.
Dong,
Not
dong.
all. We all know that. They were
I'm
supposed
waiting
to
for the
until
next season
someday.
of that too. Mhm.
Yep. They were originally supposed to until Kathy Kennedy said, "No, we're going to unmask him now, and then we're going to tell everybody that it's Pedro Pascal in season 3 when it's not really Pedro Pascal at all."
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Uh-oh.
voiceover.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
can't think about that. It's like,
Is it true though? Is it not going to be Pedro Pascal? Did he?
No.
Oh, really? I didn't read about that.
South Park.
season 3 was his voice, and even then, it's like you could have just digitized that voice in season 1 and just, we have a stuntman playing Mando.
Well,
He's a
I didn't
nobody,
know
but
that.
we'll just put a famous person's name on it just because. It's like, what's the point of having him in the first place then?
Well,
He didn't
Mhm.
season 3 at all. He wasn't even in.
all the armor. Eventually, Pedro Pascal just couldn't perform under all that armor.
Uh,
He shouldn't have taken the job then, because that's an. I mean, hell, bring back Tamora. Oh wait, they did bring back Tamora. They did Book of Boba Fett. A lot of people complained about it, and now they're not going to do another season of it. Me, I don't care.
that.
Really?
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I loved it though. I loved Book of Boba Fett. I mean, I didn't read the
I did
book,
too.
but it's like people complain. They're like, "Oh, it was garbage. It's horrible." Then I'm going with them because of the fact. In fact, there's a girl that lives in Florida, Snarky J. I don't know if you heard of her, but she was a diehard Boba Fett fan, and she watched the series, and she's like, "I was so disappointed in it." I'm like,
Huh.
"Oh, you must." And she explains, she's like, I read the books, and then it's like you got the cartoon, or not the cartoon, live action, and it's totally different. They messed up so much stuff. They Disneyfied it, and it ruined it for people that love the series.
So this is my thought. You're never gonna really get 1,000% of what you're actually gonna look for or anything like that in any of these series whatsoever or anything like that, And I know one person actually complains and they all start complaining and everything like that. And I think that's one of the reasons why Quentin Tarantino says that he'll never ever go to a fan resource kind of movie or anything like that, because he'll never be able to really make anyone happy. I mean, look at what happened to quite a few of these movies out there and everything like that, where if it were actually given a bit more of a chance, that people would have actually kind of liked it a little bit more or something like that. Maybe made up their own decisions and everything, maybe the critics wouldn't have actually been so critical and everything. Maybe Rotten Tomatoes would have actually given them less Rotten Tomatoes or something. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that actually has to deal with the fan base and kind of becoming lemmings and everything like that when it actually comes down to following certain things and everything like that. It's kind of like the rules of the schoolyard, where if one person actually thinks it, the other person, everyone else has to think it at the same time and everything, And I kind of hate that about the fan culture right now and everything, Make up your minds on what you actually want is and, that sort of thing. I thought Transformers Rise of the Beast was actually... It wasn't the best movie, but it was a really decent movie and everything like that. I really loved it. But for some reason, it was number one for one weekend, and then it just went downhill and everything, And I kind of feel like that kind of was just kind of word of mouth and everything like that, to kind of just downplay something just because just to downplay something and everything,
Well,
Yeah.
didn't
That's
Godzilla
just my
minus
points.
one come out the same like a week later from that?
Yeah, I think it was like a week later or 2 weeks later or something
There you
like
go.
that. What was actually running at the same time?
Godzilla just dominated
Godzilla
everything.
minus one.
Hmm.
You know, the one that won the Oscar. It only
Yeah.
took-
Oh, so I'm going to get on my soapbox right now. But this is why I'm totally against people watching the Oscars, the Emmys, and all these stupid award shows, because these are little pieces of high class society that are telling you what is the best and what you should watch. You should avoid those things at all costs.
Unless you're talking
And
about
like you
Godzilla,
said,
right?
huh? Well, like
Unless
you
you're
said
talk-
before. Oh, even Godzilla, you don't need
Hold on.
them to tell you, right? You should watch it yourself
True.
and then
Hold
figure
on,
out
hold
if you
on.
like it. So.
If we didn't have this year's Oscars, we wouldn't have had Michael Keaton playing Batman in the audience. That was,
Well, I guess
That was
everyone's
classic,
seen that,
actually,
right?
yeah, he's
Fair
like,
point.
It's true, but yeah, I mean, so many people.
because he was just
when
like this. He was like,
time, oh my gosh, Oh yeah, I know. That was a good, and everybody's seen it. So, but
Me too.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Arnold and DeVito were there too.
DeVito.
Oh my gosh, that was really good. But
oh,
but yeah,
Classic
don't let these
matchup.
people tell you what is good. Go watch things yourself and decide for yourself. So
speaking of which, Mike, you have to have that TIE fighter.
Oh,
but
the
the
red
tape
one.
one.
The
The,
red
the, you know what? Then I'm just gonna have to. Oh, wait, here we go.
oh hey, Tia Fan Geek,
Me too.
cool.
Thank you. How are you? So I do have one thing to say about people who have read the Star Wars novels and then getting angry that Star Wars is different than what it was in the thing, and he goes like, well, the books were canon. Turns out they never really were. It basically put it this way: George Lucas enjoyed people playing in his sandbox, but their castles were never permanent.
Mm.
Yeah, no, because the expanded universe, the one thing he had said flat out was he did not like Mara Jade.
Yeah, and
He did not like what?
He did not like Mara Jade.
Like he signed off on the novels, but he knew it was like what I say is what goes. That's why, and that's why 2 Ewok movies, an Ewoks cartoon, and a Droids cartoon just got wiped out of the timeline. Even Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars series got wiped out of the timeline.
Really?
And ladies and
Yeah,
I
gentlemen,
didn't know that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the we were mentioning earlier the CGI Clone Wars series was originally produced to be to work with it, and then he eventually just started retelling stories that were told in it, and just basically overwrote the whole thing.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's and that's
in the
the
end,
thing that gets me. It's like, oh well, the books. And it's like, hey, books were good, but they were never official.
What do you think about him having the power to say that? I think if he's the creator, right, then he should. But there's a lot of third-party material out there.
And it's not, a lot of it's really good, except killing Chewbacca because you didn't know how to write for him. But
don't even get me started on that one.
Who killed Chewie?
and killing off one of Han and
Nobody
Leia's
killed
kids because they can't use the name Anakin. But
They didn't kill Chewie like I'm sorry, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Go ahead, Matt.
It's one of those things that really bugs me. It's like, guys. I've read some of the books; they're amazing. And he even commissioned, the what is it? That one story that was supposed to take place, between Empire and Jedi, where it was a book, it was a comic series, it was a video
Shadows
game.
of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire. He commissioned all that and then just completely overwrote it.
Huh.
He even did the game Shadows of the Empire. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't canonize it after he okayed it to begin with.
Well, no, it was canon until he decided he's like, nah, it's not anymore.
I don't think that was Lucas that made that call. I think it was Kathleen Kennedy because everything that was supposed to be canon, when they were supposed to do the episode 7, 8, and 9, they were like, yeah, we'll use your material, George, and then threw it out the window. It's like, no, we're going to do it our way. Girl power, which I got nothing against female Jedi in lead roles. It's just, it was poorly written material. I love Rey.
Make it organically.
I kind of liked it.
Happen organically, not him.
I honestly slept through the movies. I
What?
fell
Really?
asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep watching them, especially the last one.
Wait, which movies?
The latest Star Wars, the last three.
Really?
I did. Luke was
Wow.
jumping around his little island, and I fell asleep.
I love that place. I really want to see more of what they were actually going to do with Ahsoka and everything, you know. But like, I keep on hearing that's actually kind of like up in the air. But then also I hear that also that it's actually been greenlit. So I really want to see exactly what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, I'm
Kind
waiting
of
for
need more
the
story.
Ahsoka series too.
Well, you know what? I got TF Fan Geek here, and he's been popping in and out, and I think we got to get him in. So, TF Fan Geek, show yourself, man. Let me
Hey
bring
there, guys.
Yeah, hey.
Take it away, buddy.
So I got 2 little Transformers things in this weekend. I was supposed to get a third, but the stupid post office decided, even though I ordered it on priority mail, instead of taking 3 days, it's going to take a week to get here. So that was a real shame. But the 2 things I got, yeah. So the first Transformers thing I got in was this.
Oh, that's your missile for isn't that for Red Alert?
That's a missile for that.
Ah,
That's an OK
very
Boys
cool.
Prime, isn't it?
Yeah, so I lost one of them years ago, and so I found a replacement for it.
Guys, this is a prime example of what I think it's missing. These little things right here did a little air pressure launch, like the old Air Raiders toys. I love that thing, man. That is so cool.
Yeah, and for years, Optimus Prime. This was one of my favorite toy trucks. I didn't when I had him I got him the year he came out as a surprise birthday present, and he remains the oldest Optimus Prime figure in my collection. But 2 years ago, I noticed there was something missing, and it wasn't the missing rocket. Okay, so I decided, thanks to eBay, to get it. His rival.
Cool.
Ah, there we go.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Look at those
Very
colors.
I'm afraid to
Yeah,
ask
those
how
colors
much
pop.
that thing is.
Oh man, Megatron
Megatron.
rules. Sweet.
Well, you think
You have the best stuff.
if you think Megatron is vain and narcissistic, look at Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that is Laser Prime, right? Yeah.
Well, but you know he flatlines if you read it backwards.
Uh-huh.
I've seen the G2 laser primes in Target, and honestly, I'm like, why are we even doing this? This is the second time it's the same incarnation. Why?
Hey, give me that Moon Racer. You know, that's what I want to see in the stores. You hear me, Hasbro?
Agreed.
Yeah, but
No, the figures I want to see again in the stores are Earthrise, Thrust, and Runabout. Really re-release those things, Hasbro.
yeah, those guys were actually
Oh.
pretty hard to find
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Yeah, fair warning. Because I was talking about this with Darth Ravage. Like we got in Silverbolt, and get ready to have one of those reactions where you're like, "Yes, I got him," and then you get him out of the box and like, "Yeah, I got him. We got him." I mean, like we were talking about him earlier. We've been talking about him like basically like a quarter of the night, and like we were just like take Leo Prime's legs, take Air Razor's wings, take the possible breakage, like falling apart wings of Pterosaur. Head mold is okay, but why is there a gap on his left cheek? And why does he have better articulation than Tigerhawk? And that's what you're going to expect from this figure.
So even though he's one of the more anticipated figures from United Wave 2, Silverbolt's kind of a mediocre figure, to be polite.
He's still cool. I really like that. I really kind of like the way that looks. But you guys want to see like what a sleeper hit is? Like, I'm actually really kind of surprised about how much I like this guy.
Oh yeah, Chase.
Oh, yeah,
Ace.
Yep. Well, you know, Darth Ravage has the Bumblebee, and he looks really cool too. But I went with the Chase. Yep.
Yeah, I actually had to get both and everything because I really like the transformations on both of them. And for Bumblebee, like I love his auto mode, and he was actually like the guy who was actually working for Hasbro that designed this guy was actually kind of like more of a car. He was actually a car designer at one time. But Chase over here, I'm actually kind of surprised about how much I like him. My only complaint will probably be that I think that the chest piece is like a little bit too hollow and everything like that. But like, what are you going to do? But the rest of him is actually just solid. The transformation is amazing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and the only other gripe I have too are the little wings in the back that kind of limit articulation. But
I don't really. Yeah, I don't really like. I like the wings, and I don't really think it actually inhibits articulation as much. But I can actually see why you'd actually be griping about it.
Yeah, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Right.
Earthwise truck that's going to be $120. Are they serious?
Wait, no, it can't be.
Nobody needs to do that $120 thing. It's going to be package refresh, guys. Just
it's going to be reissued if it does.
Well, I picked up another figure, and before I show it off, let me just ask you guys this question: this guy is in need of a new action figure. Yes.
Is it? Hold on. Is that
what? Death's Head. Oh, I can't believe you actually have that guy.
So I picked up my first ever Marvel action figure this weekend. But he's a Transformers character. Yes.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I don't know him.
Was that a Marvel Legends character?
No, well, it's not Marvel Legends. It's Marvel Infinited. It's the 4-inch size.
Gotcha.
The 6-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, Death's Head would actually be a great inclusion into the Transformers universe and everything, you know?
Well, that's where he started.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing how we're getting these guys now. It only took them, 40 years?
Yeah, I figured why not get Death's Head after his appearance in the Transformers comic books?
Yeah, I just read that. He was a throwaway character, but yep, not anymore. Cool.
Yeah, people just seem to like him.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, I think he actually kind of like had the same beginnings as Geoxys and everything like that. You know what I mean? Because like everybody thought like Geoxys and like that whole storyline was actually going to be kind of like throwaway and everything. That's like I think that's why they actually call him Geoxys, like G-Ax us, you know?
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
that's the backstory. Yep.
Right. But then all of a sudden it was like Geoxys like gained some momentum and everything, and all they were like, damn, I guess we got to write for this guy, you know? Everybody's hired again.
Yep.
Let me just center stage on this one, buddy.
That's cool.
There.
Wait.
Yeah, he's all right.
I've been hit.
What did you do?
3D.
Yep.
Cool.
No.
I'm done. You guys can zoom in yourself. I'm done.
Ouch,
oh,
ouch,
man.
my eye, can't see.
That is so cool, though, that you got that missile finally for the other side. I'm just wondering.
Powered goodness.
Oh, but you got, I think, I don't know if you were, I know Ken was there, but you guys might have missed it when Patriot was on. He had the G2 Starscream with the sound box on his back and all that stuff. He's just got to get the labeling, and he was telling us that, all it is I got to get the Toy Hacks versions of the G1 Starscream.
That's a great Starscream, too.
It is. It looks great, and the noise that it makes is so cool, too, the noise box. Oh, my gosh. That's so neat.
And didn't he lose the missile on camera there, Martin?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
So he wasn't, because that's your fault. That was your fault, because it's like, oh, does it launch? And then it's like, then he launches and loses the missile. And all I got to say to Michael is this.
Hilarious.
I'm not the only one getting shamed tonight. All right.
Was it his marksman or his wingsman that he got from TFCon? And or no, he had one of those newer figures, the Red Wing, and like, oh my goodness, dude! I was like, "Is that launching missiles?" And then he's like, "No, here comes G2 Starscream." He goes launching it, and it goes flying off in the corner.
Yep.
And then I was like,
man.
Shit, what did I just do? I'm like, oh no, this is the choking hazards that we avoided the kids on. But now you gotta go. I mean, I was like, oh, I already can see what can happen. He's gonna get under the desk. He's gonna get like, God damn it, why did I shoot that damn thing off of everybody on the desk? It's only a pin. Don't do that. Like, thank you, Patriot, for sacrificing your missile for us. But if I gotta pay for a new one, send me the bill. I'll pay for it.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god! I was like, it was
the
great.
missile will be $200,000.
I would think more of the lines. I don't know. How can I put it in a very simple way? $1 million.
There you go.
But you know what?
That's
Here, let
nice.
me share this story because I think I've already shared it with a lot of you, but it's a fans hobby figure, so they support their customers so well. I have a double agent, right? And as I was transforming him, the thumb I noticed was very loose, and it actually was warped. And so this is months later after I got it, but I contacted Fans Hobby anyway, just for the heck of it. And I said, look, here's a picture, and here's the right and left, and you can see it's all like mangled. And they're like, don't worry. It was Chinese New Year, so they were like, don't worry, we'll send it out. Give us your information, and we'll send it out after the holidays. And they are. It's on the way right now. And
Nice.
it's like, wow, thank you so much for being such a great company and supporting your people. Because I mean, yeah, I'm in the States, they're in China, and it's on the way. So
yeah, especially on Chinese New Year too, and everything. Like usually, it's kind of it's kind of like hell in a handbasket to get anything sent out in China. You know?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. So they sent it out afterward, but I was surprised that they answered during Chinese New Year too. So I even said that. I said, I'm surprised. Aren't you celebrating? But thank you. And it was really nice of them. So I totally love Fans Hobby. Yep.
I'll tell you one thing, like about China. Like I think like China actually really takes care of their customers and everything. Because like I actually ordered on eBay for my 2.0 Bumblebee, and they were talking about like it's going to take us some time to actually get it out to you and everything. And it's Chinese New Year. Sorry, dude. You know. And then like about 2 weeks later and everything like that was actually in my hands. I was just like, wow, that was actually pretty quick.
Nice.
You know. Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, I think like the next day they actually told me that they were already sending it out and everything, and I'm really super surprised about that. So like, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just so nice, I guess, that the companies there are supporting their customer base. So because they don't have to, so that's really good.
True. But also, it actually goes to show the importance of like how they actually feel about the customer base and everything too. So. Yeah, we're actually spending the extra cash for like some of the third parties and some of the other things that are actually going on out there and everything like that. They know they're not like oblivious to the fact that we're actually like looking for them. We're kind of like hungry for like the materials and everything like that, you know. So yeah, that's a nice laser prime.
It is. Look at that. Oh man, very cool.
Old school goodness.
Yeah.
He's
yes, I love that air pump cannon thing. It's so
cool. That Megatron looked off with that missile on his left shoulder instead of the right, but gotta make it respectable. Oh, did I freeze him?
No, there we go. Okay. He's unfroze.
I must see Megatron. Let them battle.
I'm waiting to see Ravage's review on that in the red Interceptor.
Give me a few seconds. Megatron's joints are kind of stiff.
Right, no problem. I'm going to zoom in on that.
Be careful with them. Be careful.
Well, there's the original one, but then there's a funner one out there, and then I found it finally this week.
That's Micro Machines, right? Oh, that's cool.
It's Micro Galaxy Squadron.
Nice.
I was looking for that guy and found this guy. Because like on the shelf, it was like sitting there like this.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Somebody didn't know how to hide the product correctly.
I literally just straight up and down, man. I know the people on the security cameras.
That's what I hate. I hate stupid collectors. I hate stupid collectors that go out and buy their stuff and it's like, oh wait, I'm going to get it from my friend, so I'll put it right here and let them know, oh, it's right here. That's the reason why Mr. B over here got Cosmos, because somebody was like, oh, I'm going to go hide Cosmos on the top shelf.
Yep, thank you.
I looked up and I was like, oh, looky, it's Cosmos. Oh, wait.
He is a UFO.
You want him? Cool.
Yep, thanks. And here he is.
I was doing that little freaking Mario walk to the freaking register, like,
Oh man,
It's
that's cool.
and I mean, like, I don't know, Astros is like, but that to me
Oh,
is
look at that.
like, oh wait, let me zoom in.
Mhm.
That's the one thing I will say is that I love the satisfaction of being able to like help you guys out, and especially finding something that's like, holy shit, nobody can find this thing. Just
That's so
promise me
cool.
one thing, TF. Don't lose your missiles during my stream. I don't want to.
Wow.
Wait,
you throw
Negatron
a
2
long
missiles. Whoa.
Quite a bit of difference.
Uh-huh.
Quite a distance.
Yeah, I saw that.
All
Very
accessories
cool.
lost on the Alpha Megatron this
Yep,
live.
yep. Megatron.
There
Every
you go.
time I see that, I keep on thinking like Megatron's actually wearing a T-shirt that says "Megatron rules." I'm like, narcissistic bastard.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. I'm actually gonna make a T-shirt for freaking TF Con. I want to make two of them. I want to make one of the logo that I have, and the second one I want to do one with the logo, but have everybody that I've had starring on the show. So it's like have Dark Ravage, have New York Hunter, have Diecast, have Patriot, have
That'd be something.
everybody's name, and Matt, you too, man, because you're on a guest. I gotta have you on the T-shirt.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yes, make them battle.
Yeah.
21st century version.
Although the winner is.
We kind of need a Star Wars track on this one. The da 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 da.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have to call it a night. It's
all right, bro.
All right, Ghost.
Yep.
And I
man.
I drove today before this.
Thank you for having me on.
Here, let me give you
we
guys
should.
then. Sorry. All right, so I'm gonna start off with Ghost Max Earth, and then I'll get to Darth Ravage and all that stuff. Guys, thank you for coming out again and hanging out with me and the boys. Always welcome to come out anytime. And let me do your outro, bud.
All right, thank you all. Thank you for having me. Of course, I just wasn't feeling having my cam on today, but I'm GhostMax8 here on YouTube and Twitch, and cartoonist, puppeteer, real estate agent. I also do some game streaming, and playing Epic Mickey 2 currently. Probably after that, I'm gonna choose one of the many Lego games I've been purchasing lately, and I'll play one of those. But everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Have a good one, man. Thank you again. And now,
See ya.
Yeah, have a good evening.
This man's been out since the beginning of the show. So, thank you again, brother, man.
Thank you guys so much. You can find me here sometimes, or wait, nope, there it is. I can't get this right here. So you find me there most of the time, guys. Thank you again. It's an honor to always be here with you guys, and such fun fellowship here. So glad everybody come in here at the end together and stuff, and can't wait to see you guys at TFCon.
Very cool.
I will talk to you later again, and thank you for coming on again. Appreciate it, and I can't wait for Monday. You know why? I'm not saying nothing. Don't say nothing, but you know why.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, guys. Y'all be good.
Have a good night.
I'm going to be heading out as well, so apologize. But yeah, cool. Yep. I started out the night at work, and I was able to participate in the chat, so that was really good. But yeah, so I'm going to head out for now. So
all right, that'd be cool. Let me just do a quick outro, and then I'm going to zoom in on.
Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, as you see there, NyHunter Impressions on YouTube, on Facebook, and do a search anywhere, Google maybe. But but yeah, the same here as Darth Ravage says. Thanks for the fellowship and just having fun after. Like I said, I started off working the night and was really in need of kind of just hanging out, and like it says down there, I love hanging out, and it's it was a blast to see you guys, and Diecast and TF Fan Geek jumping on.
Appreciate
also. It was really good, and have a great night, and everyone follow these guys. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and again, Ken, have a great night.
Yeah, you too. We'll chat more. All right, talk to you later.
All right,
all right.
Nice.
Yeah. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, I love the interchangeability of the rockets.
That is actually very cool, and it's actually kind of cool to like actually have like old school toys that can do just that. You know, the interchangeability.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
ask you a question. Okay, on your left shoulder, what figure is that? Because I can't tell with my eyesight.
Which
It's
one?
not. I'm not looking at Motormaster. I'm looking at your left shoulder. Figure behind you. I want to say it looks like Prime, but I'm not sure. It's
Isn't that
next.
Piranacon?
It's Transformers Legacy. It's
Oh, okay.
What, that one?
yeah, the one yep, the exact one that you're pointing to.
This one
'Cause
here?
when I-
Out
yeah,
of the
'cause it
box,
has-
or in the box?
which one is that one?
Which one? In the box or out of the box?
Oh no, the one that's the box you were just pointing at. If you yep, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's
Armada
Legacy
Prime.
Armada Optimus Prime.
Damn. How is that?
He's
From all the reviews,
awesome.
I still haven't taken him out yet. Most of the Transformers on this side of me are still in their boxes. Like
Okay.
Tiger Hawk is still in his box.
Okay, up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in. You
Here
got
we
it.
go. I'll tell you something. Armada Optimus Prime is pretty awesome. I really had a hard time choosing between this guy and Ultra Magnus as to which one was my favorite of last year and everything. So, like,
Yeah.
eventually it did have to go to Ultra Magnus, but this guy just does everything so hard. He's just great. Everything about this guy, actually, like from the cab transformation to the leg transformation to everything combined and everything. He's just
Right.
really awesome.
That's the one that I was gonna actually think about getting, and then I saw the prices jack up. I'm like,
Yeah, that would have actually kept me away too. Yeah, but if you can actually find him at a decent price and everything, and I know like he's actually jacked up because of the popularity of this character and everything altogether, you know? Right. But if you can actually find him at a decent price, I definitely say like he's absolutely worth getting. Solid as can actually be, even in this mode. I'm actually really surprised about like how much they actually like solidified the connections and everything like that on the top and on the midsection and everything. So like definitely worth getting.
I was so kicking myself in the rear because I'm saying like when I had Megatron come out and Starscream come out, I'm like, all right, I'll probably get Prime. He'll probably be out. Nope, stupid me.
I'm actually pretty sure that he might still kind of like come out in some of the stores a little bit late or something.
I'm hoping so. I mean, TFCon's my other hope, but that's not till November. And even then, it's like, I hope to even try to get hands on them because I'm not going with that Ultra Optimus one. I saw it on Hasbro Pulse, and I was like disappointed.
I'll tell you one thing. Like, there was a time that I went over to TFCon, and I was actually kind of contemplating getting the Scourge version of Optimus Prime. And then I went to the con, and it was actually kind of like $50 and everything. I was like, do I really need him though? And then I came out, and then all of a sudden he started being sold in Ross for like 17. So sometimes things like that actually happens in this fandom and everything. And for some reason, they actually have like kind of like the craziest sales in like whatever place they can actually find them and everything. So like, have you tried BBTS or anything like that? Like, have you actually tried over there?
Right now, everybody's like hiked up the prices, and you see that, or they're sold out.
Right.
So right now I'm just playing it by ear. And between this collection and the Star Wars collection, and thank God, and I'm done with Indiana Jones right now until they come out with the wave if they decide to for Crystal Skull, which I'm hoping they do like next year. I'll be happy with what I got. But the one thing I know I've been also looking for, and there's other people looking, and they're helping me out to try and find it, is trying to get a hand on Galaxy Shuttle to get to you.
Yes, because like I'm actually still looking. Oh, to give to me, really? Because
we're looking around.
What?
No, a couple of us are looking around to try to help you get that figure. So.
Oh, thanks, man. They're re-releasing Galaxy Shuttle though, right?
Oh, damn. Okay.
But it's not until next year. He, Cosmos, and some of the other hard to find Velocitron and Legacy figures are being re-released next year.
Yeah, so they decided to like actually give like the fans like a reprieve from like not being able to like find those figures and everything. If Hasbro is a friend, I still want to see them actually pull Moonracer out of their asses and everything like that, and kind of like give it to the fans and everything like, and give her to the fans, because a lot of us haven't really been able to like find that figure, and that figure was actually really short packed and everything like that. And I would love to like actually finish off my the Elite One the Elite One combiner, you know.
Mhm.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute,
but
you looking Moonracer?
yeah, I'm actually not Moonracer. It was
Greenlight.
Greenlight.
Yeah,
No, green light. Yeah, that makes sense.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Moonracer. Hell, I got Moonracer. I'm surprised you didn't get her, but Greenlight was
Yeah.
the Amazon exclusive that, for whatever reason, they decided that like this had to be the figure you cannot get, and I'm going to charge you $300 for it. No,
Oh man, you know,
I would
so
take the
at the
Combiner
time,
Wars Jazz and put it on her for the time being, or I'll take Starscream and flop over the thing. The hell no, I'm not paying $300 for Greenlight. Not happening. I couldn't have.
so this is what actually happened with me. I actually thought that Select's Lancia was actually going to be the hard to find figure and everything. So like at that moment in time, they actually had they had a green light, and then they actually had Lancia, and then I said, "Oh, Lancer," and I said, "You know what? I'm going to get Lancer first, and then I'll come back for Greenlight because I know that she's actually going to be." Yeah, exactly. I took the wrong gamble, and then all of a sudden, like she was actually gone forever out of my life. Like so many people, you know, and then all of a sudden I was just like, shh. I kind of wish I actually kind of like picked her up right then and there, or like picked them both or
I
something
didn't
like that.
even
But it
know
was
she
actually
was
kind of
gonna.
like on a
Yeah,
crunch.
I didn't even know she was going to be an Amazon exclusive. I was like, okay, because I found the others in the stores. I'm like, okay, ended up even finding Chromia. Found Moonracer, found so. And I'm like, okay, so all I need is Greenlight and call it a day. And then all of a sudden, I was like, never found her. I'm like, why is this girl so hard to find? To find out, oh, everybody just bought her on Amazon, and now they're hiking up her price to like hundreds of dollars. I'm like,
Annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, they did that.
That's what rules it for everybody.
I guess they figured since they did it with Combiner Wars, Slingshot, Wild Rider, and Deluxe Class
right,
Groove, they could do the same with Greenlight.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why I passed on the aerial bots and why I passed on certain combiners.
What?
Yes,
What?
I passed on at the time. I mean, I don't even have the Titans because at the time I didn't have the room for it, and I was just not like I'd like the Titans, but I was just like, I mean, it's not priority one for me yet.
Well, I'm going to let you in on my secret on how I'm able to go completist on the Legacy line and all the Generations figures.
The only thing I was happy was I got Devastator, you know, the monster size one, you know, the Titan.
Yeah, Combiner Wars.
I got Bruticus. And I got it for a good deal too. I was like $80, and it came with the shuttle, which I was like, okay,
nice.
Original Bruticus. I'm happy with that. I got the third party Bruticus. Not Bruticus. Got the third party 8-inch of Devastator. So I was like, all right, you know, I got that copy at least. Volcanicus, and I forgot there's one more I got. I got what's her face back here too. So not out of the box. That poor girl, Victoria, has to come out one day.
But I hope you take her out one day because she's really worth it.
Victoria?
No,
Victoria. I missed her.
Yeah, I got her. I had the box. She's down here still. I just have so much, and then I mean, there's so many things I have in box, and yet I'm like unboxed certain other ones. Mm-hmm. But once I get everything settled, it's like, yes, I'm taking them all out. I'm gonna love playing with these guys.
That's what I've been struggling with right now is deciding which ones to take out and review next.
I want to do one day. In fact, I'm trying to come up with an idea concept of, and this is the only problem. It's like I don't have certain ones, but I wanted to do like a review and grab like each like reviewer that's out there and do a test of time segment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
And what it's going to be about is like, okay, we have generation so and so. I happen to have it. And say like, okay, well, this reviewer has it. Like, you know, everybody picks their like niche figure that they got, and if I happen to have it, cool. If not, then I'm like, hey, you know, let's talk about it.
Right.
Like, you know, did it last the test of time with you guys? You guys reviewed it like 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago. How's it hold up now?
Yeah. Next month will mark 2 years that I've had Black Zarak, and he's still in his box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard part is finding a place to display them. Then
Exactly.
True.
Every
I mean,
one of
That's another reason why I'm actually trying to like sell a few and then just like kind of like make more space so I can actually have that extra space for display.
I every one of my Titan class figures, after I open them up, review them, and do them, and I transform them, I put them back in their boxes. There's only 2 Titans that I have out of the box: Metroplex and Predaking.
and that's the thing. I mean, like a lot of people,
Yeah.
it's like they say, "Oh, why don't you have them out of the box, dude? You want to know why?"
No shelving space. No space.
Let me begin by saying the space here. I'm going to, in fact, let me.
Now
I'm going to screen.
Oop, let me.
Oh, you got yourself on stereo.
Yep.
No, he was echoing.
Yep, because I got.
I'm messing with him.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can like mute this guy here on my end too,
Okay.
because I got him on. Yeah, I got him mute on this end. Weird. But I'll show you like why I have barely any room. If I can ever get the screen. So, I'm getting a selfie of me. Nice. How the hell do I get on this? You see this? Okay, screw it. Plan B. So there's my Star Wars collection,
Nice.
and I'm gonna have to turn on the light because this is a little bit dim. But that's the entire. This is the Bad Batch collection right here.
Mm.
Then we go down to the Ahsoka series, which Ahsoka's hidden in the corner.
Nice.
Then
Hmm.
the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And then there's my Indiana Jones.
Wow.
Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, bum, ba-da. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, and did I mention more Indiana Jones?
Right.
So
Oh, still in the boxes.
version. And then
Still boxed in the box.
yeah, and then this is the rest of the stuff I got over here.
Wow, that's
Ooh. Hey, I see a Combiner Wars Transformer there in the corner.
Bloody Wars Transform? Oh yeah, Devastator.
Okay, Devastator. Yeah.
Yep, but then I can't forget about these guys.
wow.
Ooh, Seekers.
Yeah, I took my guys out of the boxes a long time ago.
They're hot stuff. And Starscream Shattered Glass still white. And then my 80s and 90s movie motif Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. But then the rest of the stuff is like, and excuse the background, but because I had a pipe break. But there's the rest of
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, geez. Is everything okay back down there?
Oh no! Everything got. This was all put down later,
Uh-huh.
but this is where I had a lot of stuff like stored. And then
Mm.
there's my bin of, Dinobots and everything else, which
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't taken out. But I'm not taking out the Dinobots until I get to.
I love that your ring light is actually so festive.
Oh yeah, I always keep it a holiday series.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
And then these guys over here. Oh, and that's it.
Okay.
So thank you for putting up with the patience on this one, guys. I'm gonna shut this off.
Okay.
Why am I still here? There we go.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can actually show you a little bit of, because like this is actually kind of like my bedroom right now / whatever you actually want to call it. How do I actually reverse the camera? Hold on. Cam, no, that's not it. Hold on.
That's the problem I had. I was hoping to reverse it, but I'm like, shoot. What's wrong?
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can
so
see you.
I'll see you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't see a way to like actually do the camera flip or anything like that on mine.
Yeah, I don't
On
have
my
a
end.
camera flip because I'm using the camera built into my laptop computer.
Yeah, I'm actually just
thinking
using the
over
one
it.
on my phone. But
Well,
anyway,
yeah.
so hold on. So right from here, you can actually
Let me
see
zoom
like
in.
this is like my secondary project over here is X-Men, you know?
Mm.
So Godzilla. So
Mhm.
I actually have like a few things that I actually have going over here and everything like that, as far as like characters that I actually put up and everything like that, you know. Let's go back over here. Got these guys right over here and everything. So
I
it's
love how you
actually
have the
kind of
arc
like
in
a
spaceship mode.
what was that?
I love how you have the arc in spaceship mode instead of
And
mode.
there he'll stay for a while, you
Mm.
know. Like if
I
I
still
actually
have
get the
mine.
Nemesis, I'm actually going to put the
Yeah.
Nemesis in spaceship mode
Yeah.
also and everything. So
Years ago, I put some photos on TFW 2005 showing that you can put the arc back in its box.
wait, what?
Yeah, I found a way of actually putting the arc back in its box.
I just kind of like threw out the box and everything like that. Like at the time, I was actually living with my ex, and then like everything was actually like all about space and everything like that. And she said, "When are you ever gonna need the box?" And now I'm here.
Yeah. I found out if you half transform it back into robot mode, it can stuff back in its box securely.
Of course. You just have to figure out the finagling of like the folding of the boxes and everything like that too. You know,
Exactly.
right? So that's
thing I
it
was-
really and everything like that. And that's actually kind of like a bit of the collection and everything like that, you know, mixed in with like books, videos, or actually like someplace else and everything. So,
well, if you guys want, I can show you my room as well.
Go for it.
okay.
You're
give
in
me
to the stage. That's the one thing about collecting that anybody that's watching or out there, it is a very space consuming hobby.
Right. Once I actually like every time I think about it, I'm just like once I
Okay.
actually have like a new place, I'll actually be able to like display things a lot more properly and everything like that. But that's the way it is right now.
So the wall of Transformers that I sit in front of when I review is actually my
Ooh.
closet.
Oh, I just saw Prime. Wait. We'll go. Can you go back to? Is that the right down there? Yeah, right next to our Armada.
That's Star Convoy.
Nice. Like I said, my vision is bad because of my cert that I had the surgery with. So my
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yep, Tiger Hawk.
Yeah, I see a Galaxy shuttle.
Yep.
Yep,
Is that the trailer for Dead Prime or Nemesis Prime?
That's
Dead
the
Prime.
trailer for Dead Prime. I gave it to Shattered Glass Prime, so he has a full semi.
Nice.
Okay.
That makes sense for the shattered glass. And that actually, those colors actually work for him too.
Exactly. That's why I did
On
it.
your
Nice.
Galaxy shuttle. Damn you, sir.
VNR Optimus Prime.
I got that version, but the Christmas style.
Yep, me too.
And then those some are my old school Legos from when I was a kid.
Yep. Yep, I saw another Prime up there on the top shelf closet.
Mm-hmm. And then over here, there's Metroplex in the back.
Yep.
I don't want to zoom up because I got.
See, that's one Titan I don't have.
Yeah, I don't want to go up and show his face because he's standing in front of a bunch of photos of some of my relatives.
Gotcha.
Yep. No respect.
There's God Jinrai.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell behind him, but you got Slammer, Six Gun, and Scamper back there. And then coming around, let me show you the bottom. So there's Piranacon, God Neptune, Laser Prime, Black Convoy, I call him by his Japanese name, G2 Megatron.
Yep.
Still got some Sharktacons and Alicons in their boxes that I have to free one of these days.
I'm loving your Piranacon and God Neptune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually taking them down because they always flop over. Their legs are so bad it's not even funny. So
Sir, get some
See, now
kikis
that I'm
or
thinking
something
about
or
this-
some floor polish.
So TF, the Laser Prime that you got, is that the G2 reissue Target or is that the original Laser Prime, like the original issue of it?
that's the original Legacy Year 1 figure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And over here, old school stuff. These Star Wars Legos were all released in the 90s and early 2000s.
Oh wow, those are
That's
cool.
That's the only thing I could never get into is Legos.
Oh no, you need to get it. Well, you should get
No,
into Legos. It's actually kind of a
here's the
fun
thing.
hobby.
I did give it a chance. I tried. It did not work out for me. I just did not have the patience for it. I was like, I'm done.
Oh
And
wow, Lego is actually fun too. I actually built like an R2D2 that's pretty amazing. You might have
oh
actually
wow,
seen it while I was actually going through the scan of my room.
is that the Lego Death Star?
Yep.
It is.
Oh, I've got so much respect for you to building
Up
that thing.
there is the Star Destroyer.
That Star Destroyer is actually a bitch to build too.
Yeah, I've heard.
It took me 3 days to build the Star Destroyer and the Death Star each.
Wow. How many consecutive hours were you building them?
I didn't time myself, but I want to say like 18 hours maybe.
Okay.
And Brian says, "Nice Death Star."
Nice Death Star. I love it.
Oh no, my math was off. I think it took me about 27 hours to build both of them.
That's dedication.
Right.
Yep, there's a walker.
Yeah, I see your
I have to break down something. I ended up because I collected.
I got two of them actually. There's one. And there's the second.
Because I could also collect the Micro Squadron, and I ended up getting the last two Micro Squadrons. Three, I should say. I got the Stormtrooper Transport, and I got the reissue of the Millennium Falcon with the two Imperial fighters, and then I ended up getting the AT-AT. That makes the noise, so I'm like, oh, I love that. I'm right next to Galaxy Show. I'm loving. Is that
Victory Saber?
Yep.
So here's the thing, guys, and I gotta say, I give you respect for getting the HasLabs. I mean, did you guys get you got the HasLabs, right?
Yeah.
What, for this year?
Yeah, for Death Stars and for you didn't get Death Stars?
I didn't get Death Stars, and it's actually kind of like a part of pain for me, and it's okay. I'll get them one day. I'm actually hoping they do the same thing like they did this year with Victory Saber, where they kind of like had like a where they had like an early reprieve and said, you know what, guys, come back in and buy these, and then I'm actually hoping that they'll do it this like next year. But as far as Ultra Prime, I didn't get that one. And I don't know if I actually really needed him or anything like that, but like he looks cool, but like I don't know if he's actually for me, you know?
Tell me you got room to sleep in there, at least.
You see that little okay. I was about to say, you see that little corner over there?
Yeah, that's where I sleep.
Okay. Which is the Shattered Glass version. I was going to, and I said, oh, nice.
Yeah, that is cool. Nice.
So after I transformed God Bomber into his God Jinrai, I meant to say, into his combined mode a few years ago, I thought, he's too complicated to untransform, so I'm going to just get the individually released Super Jinrai and God Bomber figures, and then
here's a question for you. TF, I see it. I think that's is that the Maverick from Top Gun right there on the corner of the second gun shelf?
Yep.
How do you like that mold?
It's great, but look at how bad it's load. Can you see?
Wow. How long ago did you get that?
A year, 1.5 years ago.
How many years ago?
1.5.
1.5.
What the hell? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. They reissued him.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, they reissued him for the same price that they sold him for when he first came out, for the 40 mark, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. I got him on Amazon. Yeah, I thought I sent that to everybody.
Did they actually release him with like better paint at least?
No, he's the same paint, but it's just the same mold. They re-released him again. But he's still good. I mean, you could get the Toy Hacks. You could get the Toy Hacks labels and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help like all the paint that like all the all the plastic that's actually underneath the plastic. I mean, that's actually underneath the stickers or anything like that. Like those will still yellow eventually.
Yeah, well, what they did was they actually modified the Toy Hack stickers and did the Maverick Top Gun movie. Not the
Okay.
first one, the second one. So it's like, okay, you got a chance to do that. I like it the way it is. That's just me, though. That's my.
So that was
personal-
my bedroom, guys. What do you think of the place I live in?
Hey, it's
As long
pretty
as you have a
good.
place to sleep, that's a good thing.
That's true. You have a roof over your head. It's more than some people actually have. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got
good
a
on
pretty
you.
decent bed.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a Star Wars fan either. Because I know you like. I see TFN. You was like, okay, you're a diehard Transformers, and I see Star Wars. I was like, okay, we got something to talk about. This is
What is
What is-
that?
It's a blanket.
Okay.
Yeah, and before I was into Transformers, I was into
Star Wars.
Oh
Are
yeah.
those like are those like weighted blankets or no?
yes.
Yeah,
They are. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
This
cool.
one is
Actually, I'm actually a big fan of weighted blankets.
This one is this one right that I'm holding here is
Mhm.
actually a Phantom Menace Star Wars weighted blanket from 1999.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm loving that lightsaber.
This is the Sailor Moon effect.
Yeah, here look at the
I
look at
think
the
it's
old
actually
school,
very cool.
here's the old school manufacturer's tag,
Nice.
and on the back does it say Disney? No, it says Lucasfilm,
Nice.
1998.
How it should be, not how it is now.
Well,
Yeah, I apologize for that. Just taking it off.
yeah. Well, I decided. Well, that's one of the reasons why my channel name is TF Fan Geek, because I discovered at the age of 5 years old that's what I was destined to be.
How long
Because
were
you
you
know
a Star Wars fan?
what?
How long were you a Star Wars fan for? I mean, because I see
No,
that.
that's what I'm getting to, Ultra Megatronus. I knew I was destined to be this type of person here that I have in my name.
Right.
At the age of 5 years old, because at that age I decided Star Wars was the greatest film ever made. No holes barred, no questions asked.
Let me get back to you on that one.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying. At the age of 5 years old, I knew I was going to be a Star Wars fan for life. Basically, how does that
I
sound?
get it.
Yeah.
I was a Star Wars fan literally at 5 years old when it first came out in 1977. I was like, I'm in. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. When I was 5 years old, my parents decided I was finally old enough to watch the movies on VHS tape because I was 9 years old when Phantom Menace came out. So the first 4 years that I was a Star Wars fan, I was one of the last Star Wars fans who lived in a world where only the first 3 Star Wars films were the only films that existed.
yeah, I mean, like, I'll tell anybody like that never experienced it back in the 70s. It was a completely different vibe. Yep,
It was.
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah,
When
go
Star
ahead.
Wars came out, like California had they showed California, and they had like the Ming Chinese Theater, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So like they showed like the big opening debut on Star Wars Episode 4, but it didn't have an episode at the time. It was just plain old
No.
Star Wars. So when I went to go see Empire Strikes Back, Lowell's Theater was at the time one of the big theaters you go to, and it was on 86th Street between Lexington and 3rd, and the line wrapped around the block twice just to see this movie. And when I got there originally, my mother had brought it was my mother, her friend, and her son, and we waited in line at like I want to say like 5 o'clock at night. Next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock at night.
Ooh.
We actually got in. Yeah, I mean, we waited. But there was people that were online in the second row. They weren't going to be able to see the show till midnight. And these people showed up around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They just showed up way too late. And and the energy buildup and the flow to see these movies were like, wow. And the best part, too, because you got to remember, too, there was no social media back then.
No.
They had reviewers, like they did the news reports, and everybody had a code. If you saw the movie and it was that good and it had one hell of a surprise, you do not tell nobody. You let them see it for themselves.
No.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that was the golden age of movies, right there.
Yep. And then everybody was like, when they were coming out of the movie, everybody just had a face, and people were like, "What happened? What happened?" You got to go see. You're paying good money. Go. You're gonna have to see for yourself what happened. and that was the exposure of Vader saying, "No, I am your father." And even after opening night, the news people talked about the movie and didn't spill the beans on Darth Vader. It was like
Nice.
2 weeks later.
That was arguably the biggest jaw-dropping plot twist in movie history.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. And what cracks me up the most is that nobody caught on to the fact that Luke and Leia were brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the
That's
movie.
true, isn't it? Yeah, that was actually kind
Yeah.
of like a surprise for all of us back then too. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
And
think.
like
Go ahead.
okay, I'm sorry.
No, a few. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I tell my kid, and I've told other kids because I drive my actual job is I work as a school bus driver actually a mechanic, and then help out with driving a school bus. And so I tell these kids, like, you guys, you don't have the same effect of going to movies as we did, because when we got it, it was no access to anything. It was like we had to see it for ourselves, which made the excitement better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Today's generation, it's like you got the trailers, you got the YouTube videos, you got the spoilers, and it's like,
Yeah, and kind of like back then, where trailers were actually kind of like more of an event too, because you actually had to wait like years to go see it and everything like that. Where like I think trailers are actually shared, and then everybody actually shares their thoughts on the trailers now and everything like that, and everybody actually kind of like wants to like debate whether or not it's going to be that great of a film and everything. You know, so like there's like a lot of stuff that actually influences movies now and everything. Where back then you actually had to kind of like use your imagination for everything.
Yeah.
You know.
So for what Brian Dita Mencio said in the live chat, the original line of dialogue for the movie was
I killed your father to prevent leak.
No, the original. No, I'm sorry, Brian. You're actually incorrect. The original line of dialogue that Vader was supposed to say was, "No, Obi-Wan killed your father." That was the original line.
Yeah,
that was the original line, and it was like because originally in the film the plot was that Obi-Wan actually killed Luke's father, and so it's like oh no, Obi-Wan is like the ultimate traitor in the Star Wars films, and George Lucas was like, no, that's no good. How can we make it better? Aha, let's make it that Vader was actually Luke's father.
Actually, no, hold on, Brian. Hold on. I got to intervene on this one because I have to say, yes, you are correct, TF. However, Brian is also correct. And this is the reason why. They did want to like prevent leaks from going on with it. So, yes, the original plot was, you were correct on the TF Faggy saying, no, Obi-Wan killed your father. To prevent anything leaked, yes, he said, I killed your father. So if you remember watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi series with Anakin, and he was saying, it's like, it's like, no, I killed Anakin. So that was like their little homage to the whole thing of I killed your father.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like, Obi-Wan didn't kill Anakin, I did.
Right.
So you both are correct. It was just a weird way they set it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was definitely Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan killed your father, but yes, to hide it from the fan base, from the spoilers, they did say, Vader was supposed to say, "I killed your father."
Because only 3 people knew the plot twist on opening night of Empire Strikes Back: George Lucas, Mark Hamill, and James Earl Jones. They were the only people who knew the actual line.
Not even James Earl Jones. Oh no, James Earl Jones did know.
Yeah.
And it was funny, the whole story, because they said to Mark Hamill, was like, only 3 people know.
I'll tell you, like, being back in the Star Wars days, like back when I was actually taking over there and everything, like back in the very beginning of the movie, I was actually treated. My father actually took me to go see the first movie and everything, and from then on, like you actually have that one thing where like the 20th Century Fox movie music plays and everything, and then you're kind of like expecting to see an epic movie every time you actually hear that sound. That's how much Star Wars actually influenced me. And then so like I always carried that sound along with the thought that Star Wars or something really super epic was actually going to be popping up and everything like that. And it just kind of like influenced my life.
Well, George Lucas is the reason. So a lot of people are like saying, well, why isn't George Lucas being acknowledged in the Writers Guild? The reason why, and it pisses me off to this day, which they need to acknowledge them now, was the whole, when they did Star Wars, they didn't, how movies were made was you had the title, and then you like banged out the cast of people and the credits for the people that made the movie. Lucas went straight into the movie and said, "Okay, Star Wars," and now we start the movie. And the writers guild was like, "You did it wrong, and we're not going to acknowledge you for it." And he actually said, "Fine, I don't want to be a part of the writers guild. I think you're doing it stupid." Now look at everything. You got movies that are starting with no credits in the beginning, no intro titles. Majority of them, I think the only ones you'll ever see them on is like lovey-dovey comedy stuff. That's it.
Yeah,
Action
that's kind of true too. Yeah.
You will not really see too much of that, and that's the precedent that was set by George himself, which I thought was great.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this: as much as collecting Star Wars stuff is concerned, if you thought the Transformers, like getting stuff on Transformers online was crazy, Anakin Skywalker, that sucker cost me. I got him on sale too, but they're asking $100 and something for him.
Wow.
Yeah, I got him for like, and the guy was like, "Listen, I'm giving you a deal. I'm charging you $60. That's including shipping and handling." And I said, "You know what? I'll take it." Very fair. Because everybody else was asking $100, and that was before delivery. This was
Right.
Mercari, this was eBay, this was Amazon. I'm like, oh my god! I mean, Amazon's asking like $150, $200 for Anakin Skywalker, and I'm like, please re-release them in the Ahsoka series if they ever decide to do it. But I think they're going to because they're re-released. Like I got, here, I'll show you, like Grand Admiral Thrawn right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cartoon version, but they are really releasing him in 2025.
Is that Legacy Silverbolt I see that I finally just noticed in front of you? Right in front of you. Is that Legacy Silverbolt?
That is Silverbolt, the new one. I just got him in today. And honestly, and it was funny because like Darth Ravage told me about the link for CMD collectibles. So he ordered it half an hour before me. So it banged out the same day. He got his today. I got mine today. And we were all excited and stoked for it. It looks great. Robot mode looks freaking nice. And then, as you can see, I'll zoom this again because the face, it's lit up with the turntable I got. The eyes look freaking amazingly beautiful. Like this is like a sick look for it. This is where it gets on it. Like we started seeing things that were not in our favor. The wings kind of reminded us of Air Razor and Pterosaur, being like, the detail is beautiful as far as Air Razor, but remember how the wings were coming, like the one wing was coming off, kind of? The Pterosaur?
Yeah, it's always popping off.
Right. Yeah, well, this one, it hasn't yet, but it has that feel like get ready for it. So I'm leaving it at that. It's got, the tail is too short in the back, right over here, as you can see. Comparing it to like Tiger Hawk. This is kind of embarrassing. Articulation for the rear hind legs and you got like ankle tilt for the front, but a little bit of forward and back, but the back doesn't have anything. So
maybe they did it as a joke to Silverbolt being afraid to spread his wings when he first came online.
The
cartoon.
And then I'll zoom in on this one for you. So, and this makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so you have the one side of his head here.
Yeah.
Nice and clean, right?
Yeah.
Then you look at his mouth over here, and there's like a little gap right on his head.
On the jaw? You mean on the open jaw?
Yeah. I mean, it opens and closes nicely, but it's like an unnecessary gap. I'm like, what the hell were they thinking when they did this? So
can you show the other side so I can see the difference again, please, Ultramagnet?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the before on the one side. And like I said, the jaw move opens up nicely.
Yeah.
You go to this side. And if anybody's watching, I apologize for the repetitiveness. But yeah, see that little gappage?
Yeah.
Unnecessary. And then you open it up, it even makes it worse.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I was really thinking that it was actually maybe something, a pin that was actually dislodged or something, so you could actually kind of like put it back into its socket. But Ultramagnetronus was actually saying that is not the deal with this guy.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so like here's your weaponized wings, and
Yeah.
yep, I'll show you because I showed this to Norbs earlier.
Yeah.
See these two tabs right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for this wing, but you go to this wing, and it's different.
Only one long one.
Yeah, it's a long, regular tab one. So
See, the worst thing for me. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, like the material feels a little bit lighter and stuff like that, so it kind of feels weird. So this is the thing that bugs me the most, and it's pretty damn sad. And I'm gonna just because I don't have it transformed.
See, the one thing that bugs me is that tail wing. Can you show him the tail wing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more time. See that?
It's
And like
really short. I kind of like feel like it should actually be like a lot more elongated and everything.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah, like Tiger.
Yeah, like Tigerhawk. I mean, like this is nice. This is respectable for a tail. This is a joke. This is a disgrace. But here's the thing that gets me the most now.
Mm-hmm.
In robot mode, he has better articulation than freaking Tigerhawk.
Mm.
Like Tigerhawk, you know how Tigerhawk in robot mode he doesn't have wrist articulation.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Silverbolt does.
Mm.
It's like they said, okay, we'll just do what we did wrong on this and correct it on this guy, but then again, we'll do everybody over and do some things that it will look better on this, the other guy. So it's like one of those molds where it's like, it's a good mold. If you don't have it, definitely get it. I don't have this mold, so I'm glad I got it.
Yeah.
But it was like such a excitement to get it, and then when you get them in hand, it's like, oh.
Yeah, this is one of those figures where like personal mileage may vary and everything. So you like if you like him, you like him. If you don't like him, right.
It's like,
I mean,
what sells the figure is the nostalgia for that character having not gotten a figure since the original's release.
Right, and since I never originally got the original Beast Wars figures, like my wife had gotten the reissued one from the like old days. I have them on the side over there, but I ended up getting the Kingdom versions and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, and Silverbolt happened to be one of my favorite ones. I've got Air Razor and got got Black Arachnius to pair off with everybody. So and he looks great. Like Ravage showed him next to Arachnia, Black Arachnia, and they look great together in robot mode. They look great together in alt mode. It's one of those things where you're like, you expected so much. Like, I wouldn't even say expected so much, but you expected something and you were hyped about it, but the hype just fizzled the moment you got it in hand. Is it a great figure? I like it. Is it worth the money it's worth? I mean, for the articulation, it's better than freaking. I mean, like I said, I'll even show you the one last thing.
Forgive me for interrupting. I think the word you were looking for was anticipation.
Yeah, I mean, even still, it's like it breaks the mold, but okay, this at least he's got articulation for the head. That didn't offer it for Tigerhawk. So it's like you want to be happy for it, but at the same time, you're disappointed in it because of certain things that it keeps and certain things that it lacks.
Yeah.
So I mean, do I recommend
the Victory Saber?
Right, exactly. So it's like, do I recommend the figure to anybody? If you don't have a version of this, yeah, grab it. It's a good figure. If you're a classics Beast Wars person and you have the original version of it, I'd say.
For me personally, I always like to look at the positive side of things. So I'm already imagining that the gap in Silverbolt's jaw's injury he took from Quick Strike.
You know what? At this point, I would go with that definitely. I mean, it's like it's weird. Let me show you. I'm going to show you the top of this really quick too. Top version of it, and like, I don't know what possessed them. I mean, let me compare them to Tigerhawk again.
Yeah.
Do they have? Okay, no, this is a lot better covered up. So, like, you see those little like pins that are in here? That's that little hidden versus say Tigerhawk, where at least it's a little bit better covered up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not bashing the figure. I don't hate it. I will not tell anybody negative little thoughts on it. but I'm not going to lie and say that this is the greatest thing. There's things that should have been done, or just be cautious on other things, because in reality, it's a good figure. If you don't have it, definitely you'll love it. If you have the original and you get this, is it something that might be a waste of your time? That's up to the person that owns that original figure.
Right. See, as a person who actually had the original figure, I like this one like maybe 20% more and everything like that, only because he actually does a lot of things that the older Tiger Hawk didn't, that the older Silverbolt didn't do, like as
Right.
far as like having his wings in the back and everything like that, as opposed to just on the top of his shoulders. I like that a lot. The spring mechanism's missing, but at the same time, you're actually kind of like getting like an interesting update for our figure and everything. So I really like the fact that we're actually getting that. I kind of like need to experience them in hand though, so I can actually like have your angst and everything like that also.
I managed to get a copy of Silverbolt from CMD store today. It should hopefully arrive next week.
Yeah, I'm surprised CMD. Like I said, I ordered CMD like 2-3 days ago, and he came in like quick, surprisingly quick. Worth it, yeah.
I missed out on getting Cybertron, Starscream, and Sandstorm.
Cybertron Starscream is great.
I missed out on that too.
Yeah. But Wave 2 of Legacy Night should come out sometime next month in April. So I'm gonna just wait it for Amazon.
Yeah, same. I think Sandstorm's actually just like the guy that is actually getting kind of like mixed reviews and everything like that, because of the fact that his chest doesn't really necessarily like close as well as it actually should. But he still looks okay, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll actually give him okay.
I'm something about Legacy United Sandstorm. I'm going to say something I haven't said about a Transformers figure a while. I actually like the head sculpt. They went with the G1 action figure of his mouth plate instead of the actual eyes, nose, and mouth that he had in the G1 cartoon.
And I was actually kind of waiting for the G1 look from the cartoon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did I do this the correct way? Did I do this right?
There are two ways of doing things with Beast Wars characters. There's the right way, and the primordial way.
Oh, okay. So this is another thing that's
I just made that up. Sorry.
No. That's cool.
No, that's funny. Actually, that's good.
Actually, all right. So I'll give credit where credit is due. So you got do this. So not bad transformation as far as like going from alt mode to robot mode.
Mm-hmm.
Decent. I mean, it looks good. And
I like to say posing him is actually really dynamic.
Oh yeah, like posing him. Darth Vader did the pose down on this one, and it was beautiful.
Right.
And like this one is good because it's like the knees can go both ways. So articulation on this guy is phenomenal. Like up, like a little bit up, a little bit down, left or right, that kind of stuff. The wings are a little low, but acceptable. And like I said, he's got wrist rotation. This guy, as a Voyager, should have had, Metal Hawk have the same have the similar articulation behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Bad part is the fact that this plastic feels like buyer be cautious of it. You might. Oh wait, I don't think I do this right. Let me line it up with the box because that doesn't really show a good picture of it. But oh yeah, I guess I got it. I did fix it right. So that's really what he looks like in robot mode. I apologize for hogging the screen.
No worries.
No worries.
It is like, yeah, I'm the host, but still, it's like, I don't like hogging.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are my
you're
guests.
fine. You're fine. Like, I really like the fact that you're actually giving us like a good look at Silverbolt and everything,
Yeah.
And the fact that I like the fact that he actually does come with waist articulation also, and like that, and that really cool, like, that really cool ankle tilt that makes him like so much more dynamic and everything. Like every time I see that, I really love that figure.
Yeah, I mean, the ankle tilt is kind of cool. Like it does go side to side, forward and back.
But also along with those toes,
Yeah, the toes they have the. Actually, no, take that back. It does have the little
Yep.
thing like that, and then side tilt. I mean, like I said, articulation-wise, he's phenomenal. He's excellent. In beast mode, decent actually. But this is the thing. This is the back of him. This looks good as far as the tail. That looks fine.
Yeah.
But when you have him in alt mode, it looks like crap. So
See,
because of how his legs change position.
See, the one thing about the tail is that I kind of feel like it could actually be moved up a little bit further on his back and everything when he's actually in robot mode.
Right.
Yeah, but that's kind of like why I kind of feel like that he should have actually gotten like a longer tail section so you can actually cover up those parts of the arm in wolf mode, and then in robot mode he can actually kind of like move it up a little bit further so you can actually have like the full articulation of the figure and everything like that. It doesn't get in the way, you know.
I don't know if it's just me, but the way they designed the feathers, it almost looks like a toga, like a Roman soldier's.
Well, I think that's what they were going for. Yeah. Like a knight's armor and that sort of thing too, you know.
Yeah.
Because like, no, you don't. You're not able to link these like make it into one giant sword. It's just like the two daggers. But like I said, it's just weird that they actually have like. I'll zoom in one more time. I apologize for this. All right, so here's the wings, and like I said, if you notice the ends, if I can ever get it up there, see how they're different.
Yeah,
so that's weird. The tabbing.
What about the swords? Are they sculpted differently?
The swords. Let me put them in hand.
I kind of wish there was a way to put those swords together, like the He-Man sword or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, why didn't they have it as far as like a? So here you go. I mean, it looks like one of those guys that you can find in the airport guiding the airplane. But yeah, I mean, the coloration is decent. I kind of like the way they have like the burnt up, like it looks like darkish, and then copper gold, and then gray. I do like the fade in it.
Can I see the back of his wings again?
Yeah.
Okay, focus over here for just a second. Like, I actually have Air Razor out, right? And so, like,
you do? Okay. I'm going to go to you now.
I'm actually noticing the way they actually section his wings, and I kind of like feel the wings are like a little bit too close to his body. And you see how this actually does this whole entire motion and everything, where you actually have like this like cross sectional of everything here and everything. I kind of wish Silverbolt did more of this, where you could actually kind of like fold it a couple of times and then just like store it in back like that and everything like that. I think that's one of the elements that Silverbolt was actually missing for me and everything. Like,
which Air Razor is that? Out of curiosity. Which Air Razor is that? Out of curiosity.
Oh, this is the original Beast Wars version.
Okay.
The Kingdom.
From
Kingdom.
Yeah, thanks.
You see what I was looking at, because I was wondering about something too. Taking the movie version from Rise of the Beast, the Studio Series version of that, and seeing about taking the wings off of that one and putting it on this one.
I don't know if they'd actually work. You'd actually have to go through a lot of painting to actually make that work, though.
Yeah, because I think the one issue is that have an idea, a concept idea that's great, but the wings, I wish, like you said, they should have been the wings like Air Razor, but instead we ended up with the wings of Pterosaur. And that's where I'm kind of like, why?
Yeah, like that accordion folding. Word
for Air. Blitz 1113.
Here goes the wings on the Rise of the Beast Air Razor.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a different feather pattern.
Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, I mean, look at the construction on that one. That looks great.
But you'd actually be missing this. You'd actually be missing the swordsmanship of the of what this version of Silverbolt actually has and everything like that for being able to like attach the rockets to his wings. But this is actually a really good. This is actually a really good mold for these wings, though. And you're right about that. Yeah.
They should have kept it like that. I think personally they should have used the wings of Air Razor, but they gave us half and half. Who's this character? This is Silverbolt. Well, no, you got Air Razor. You got both versions of Air Razor. So that's Air Razor, and what we were talking about is Silverbolt that just got released as of late. Here, sorry about that. And we were just talking about the comparisons of the wings and all that stuff, how the articulation's different, and how this is good, but at the same time, like it was overhyped. And for a person like me, I was super stoked to get this figure. And then when I got it in hand, I was like, okay, well, why does it feel not as exciting as it used to, as I wanted it to be? Great
I'll tell
figure.
you one thing. I'll tell you one thing about Silverbolt is that I'm actually going to be kind of like stalking my my Targets and everything like that, or my Walmarts to actually find Silverbolt and everything. So I'm actually still excited to see what that guy's actually going to be like in hand and everything. And I just really want to see if I'm actually going to either one, get really super sorely disappointed in him, or two, regale his his form as the ultimate transforming Silverbolt and everything like that. So I'm going to see exactly what happens with that.
I don't think, I mean, as far as disappointment is concerned, it's not going to be the level of disappointment where it's like, God, why did I buy this? This is a waste of time. The best way I can describe the disappointment is you got something that has so much potential, but then you lacked it on certain things, and you're happy with it, but it's like you could have done better, guys. So
right.
That's the feeling of disappointment. If you're gonna get it by hand, I mean, I would say if you could find it in the store, yeah, it'll save you $10 on delivery charges. When you get it in hand, at first it's gonna feel like I told Dark Rabbit. It feels weird, the plastic. It feels a little bit lighter, but he measures that, and then I'll do this. Let me see if I can do it again for you guys. But when I did the weight on him, I mean, I think he does match up to what the qualifications are for a Voyager. So, oops. Okay, so now let me. It says 136 now, but I had it a little bit late. Let me just make sure I got it in the right spot.
Oh shoot! Actually, I'm gonna get myself ready to say goodnight, fellas.
Yeah, because I just noticed the time too. I mean, like we're going on 5 hours almost. And that's a lot. Yeah, so 142 is the count on the weight of. Yeah, that's how tired I'm getting now. But 142, so a Silverbolt, 142 pounds. So I think that qualifies as a Voyager. I mean, minimal paint. Plastic feels, it feels it's there, but not to like the extent of like Tigerhawk. Definitely good on the better articulation on this one than on Tigerhawk. But like I said, it's the kind of disappointment where you're happy you got them. But like I said, you got to see for yourself once you get them in hand.
Right.
What we mean, And like I said, I thought I was the only one until like Mike and I were like comparing it. We're like, damn, this is, we were hoping to be better, and then no, but definitely get this guy though. Highly recommended. This guy is sexy as hell.
See my review, everybody. That guy's great.
Yes, I did see a review. I love that review. I have not yet informed this guy because I was just too off. In fact, you know what? I'm doing it one more time because I'm gonna reintroduce this. But let me see, where is it? How do I feel about this? This is how I feel about it. I love doing those little things for you guys because it makes it, pop more for the show.
Right.
But we are at the 4:45 mark, and guys, I would love to continue talking, but I know we all got to get some rest. Exactly, I know, and that's what's tough because TFA comes in later on because he's in California, and the time zone is like so different. But it's always a pleasure to have you guys come on and share your knowledge and all that stuff. And Brian, thank you for coming out, man. Definitely good night, Blitz, man. Thank you for coming out as well. If you ever want to check out our show, I don't know what time zone you live in. I usually start it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I usually try to stay up late enough to where everybody gets a chance to see the show, or I can get guests that are in farther time zones to come on and hang with us. Again, thank you guys for coming on the show. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure, and definitely looking forward to the next time we join up together. I will be doing a stream on Saturday. It's a fair warning to everybody. I got to get in touch with a couple of people. It's going to probably be a Gundam one. So,
Interesting.
fair warning.
Okay.
Gundam?
You know, huh?
Did you say Gundam?
I guess I'm going to be calling in you. I'm going to be calling in heavy artillery. Yep. If you like Gundam, I'm going to be calling Ninja Bill. I'm going to see if I can get AA Ron to come on. Those that know, I don't know much about Gundam, but like I said, this segment of Live with Ultimate Megatons, we talk about all the stuff. The group is called Toy Collectors Universal. We talk about toys. I don't, I'm not biased. We talk about everything. So, if anything, I will.
You talk about Bumblebee.
Oh God, I gotta do this. This Bumblebee is just that's so cool.
He's dabbing everybody. He's dabbing.
I can't wait for that review. I really can't. That is such a cool Bumblebee. All right, so wait.
What's that? Oh, that's cool.
So this is the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime coin bank and alarm clock.
Coin bank alarm clock, and it transforms. I bet
it does. The transformation.
Yep.
Transformed.
Super.
That is cool. Let me ask you guys something, because I figured because we got the movies and all that stuff. You guys have the Transformers when they came out with the movies, like the first Transformers and second one. Oh God, what was the second live action called? I'm blanking.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Thank you. So when they came out with the movies on Blu-ray, they came out with the transformable casings for it. That actually, like, you had Bumblebee and you had Optimus.
I had the Bumblebee one somewhere. I actually have to find it and everything. It's actually in my movie selection and everything like that. But I actually have to go out and go get it.
Good. I thought I was the only one that ended up. I mean, I was like saying to myself, "Wait a minute, I'm not the only Transformer fan that has this. There's got to be people out there that have it."
Right.
I did get Prime and I did get Bumblebee, and my wife was like, "Why do you get them?" I was like, "Because they transform, damn it."
I think Stu finally got one also. I saw like a video where he actually had an unboxing where he actually had like the movie Optimus Prime version of that film and everything. And so like I was just like, and he looked like he was so happy to have it, so yeah. When I actually got Bumblebee, I was actually just stoked to actually have him in my collection and everything. So next time we actually talk, I'll bring him out.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm definitely starting to fade, boys. So I'm going to give you your outros. And I'll start off with you, TF Fan Geek. And again, thank you, sir, for coming out. Everybody, please like, share, subscribe on their channels, and take it away.
All right. So my name is the TF Fan Geek. You guys can find me here on YouTube. I love to talk everything Transformers related. As you can see behind me, I am a total Transformers fan geek, as my name implies. So I've got reviews coming up. I've been focusing on other things lately, which is why I haven't gotten any reviews out for a couple of weeks. But I'm hoping I was actually going to do a review tonight until I saw my Ultra Megatronus was live, so I figured I'd pop in. But I might do a review tomorrow if I can. And my main problem is trying to organize which reviews to do. But yeah, I have a backlog of about 40 Transformers action figures that I have to do a review on before I catch up. So even if I were to do a review once a night, it would take me 1.5 months to be caught up.
Just catch up with everything as soon as you can, sir. Don't worry about the rush.
Don't worry. You got plenty of content to share with the world, man, and you definitely have the information for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, you guys just find me on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. I am close to hitting 800 subscribers. I think I'm at 779 right now. So I'm just 21 subscribers away.
And let's keep going. Definitely. All righty. And then we got to get to my man over here.
All right. Everyone, I'm Diecast North's Galactic Hooligan. And I really want to invite you over to see Diecast Norbs Activate on YouTube. You can actually come over and visit me on Twitter. I actually have I actually have Instagram going and everything as Diecast Norbs Activate and as Norbert D. Herrera Jr. You can actually find me over there as well. You can find me on Facebook, stalk me on Facebook on Diecast Norbs Activate, and stalk us all on my community page. That's the Transformers Hooligans Hangout. You can actually hang out over there and then share everything that you actually want to dealing with Transformers, or anything that you actually want to, and everything like that. The sky's the limit and everything like that, and the world is yours. So come over and join us over there and everything. And as always, I would love to get more of your viewership and everything like that. I'm actually at 776 or something like that right now. I would love to boost up my viewership and everything. So please join me. Bumblebee wants you there. And, and that's really it. And I'd appreciate all of you being good to each other, be good people out there. I know you are. And always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. And there you go. That's my outro.
Sweet deal. And again, gentlemen, thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. Man, this is the longest one I've done so far. I keep going farther and farther and farther. Next thing I know, I'm going to end up talking with the guys across the pond over there, like Ugly Rex.
Yeah, we're actually going to have like a marathon or something like that going for one of these one day.
Honestly, if I do it, it's going to be sometime in the summertime when I take a vacation day. It's like, yep. Start that sucker and just keep going. But what am I going to talk about? I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't live stream anymore, is because most of the people who like to live stream like you, Ultra Megatronics, you guys all live on the East Coast, and by the time I go live, you guys are already in bed. So there's not in the past there wasn't much people for me to live stream with. Most of my live streams I would do on my own throughout the whole show.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to do, but you know what? Like I try to go out there and the main purpose of this is like to gather the community and group up and hang out and share time, regardless of where we are. I mean, like I said, we've had Volusius come out, and he's over across the pond over in England. And thank you, Volusius, if you happen to be watching the end of this, for coming on and hanging out with us. So, one day I will probably do it, and I'll just leave it open. Like, everybody wants to come in. Invite. Do the invite and hang out, because why can't, one thing is like saying, let me see if I can get TF Fan Geek to hang out with, Ugly Wretch or Volusius or something like that. So everybody across the pond, and that's a hell of a time difference. See if anybody else.
That'd be a good hangout, though.
That'd be a crazy hangout. I mean,
Well, since I'm in California, those guys in England, they're 6,000 miles away from me. So
so their time frame is by the time it's like I think 7-hour difference between me and England. So that would be about 10-hour difference for you. So you would probably they would be waking up while you would be going to bed. So it's 2 o'clock right now. It's about 11 o'clock your time.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night where I live. So 10 hours from now would be 9 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah, so that would be like a hell of a time to everybody link up. So I guess I'm gonna have to call. I have to call it a night because my brain's starting to go. But everybody that came out, thank you for joining us on the chat. Thank you for checking out the stream. I'd like to thank my other guests as well. Darth Ravage. I'd like to thank Ghostmax. I'd like to thank NyHunter Impressions, and special thank you for coming out. Patriot Prime Reviews. Please follow their channels, hit those likes and subscribes and all that stuff. Check out the content material as well as these two gentlemen here. Everybody works hard to give you the content that you want to see in a community that's supposed to be underrated. Guess what? The community is not underrated. It's getting there. It's getting bigger. And with that being said, I am Martin Sebastian, a.k.a. Ultra Megatronics, always telling you that you're never too old to feel too young. And when it comes to collecting, collect everything in life, especially life itself. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you next week on Live with Ultra Megatronics. If I could ever talk properly.
Good night, everybody.
Transform and roll out.
See ya.